feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I call the shots in the man with the plot and we only go bombs away. Ain't no one protecting my mind as a weapon, that's why I'ma dominate. Taking advantage of every second, now I ain't got time to waste. They all tryna sign my name, they want me to sign my name. Counting your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stop till I finish, yeah. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. Savage, you've been distracted, your best my average, there's a reason for that's a fact. So they snapping back, mad at the fact that I don't have a backup plan, I ain't need that. Outworking everybody when I relax, so I ain't tripping about none of y'all feedback. Heard that, wonder when I'm gonna peak at. And that's why you count your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stop till I finish, yeah. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. Shots in the man with the plot and we only go bombs away. Ain't no one protecting my mind as a weapon, that's why I'ma dominate. Taking advantage of every second, now I ain't got time to waste. They all tryna sign my name, they want me to sign my name. Counting your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stop till I finish, yeah. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now.
Embrace your destiny, slay your enemy, raise a legacy. No more apologies, trust your abilities, gather the energies. Pull yourself back together and staying off track forever. Child of the nation, go seek redemption, time for salvation. Today is meant to be day of victory, time for history. Reverse the tendency, fight the entropy, channel your rivalry. You're praying for fortune to come, you're hearing the sound of the drums. It's too late to backtrack, but pack your bag now. Keep your feet on the road and stand up. You've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out, out, out. Stand up, up. You've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you black out, out. Give all you got, show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, up. You've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you black out, out. Give all you got, show them how to make a miracle. Go save your team, be a hero. Take home the cup, be a star. They're waiting for you, take aim, shoot your arrow. It's your time to shine, show them who you are. Stronger, gotta go faster, gotta get better, gotta work harder. It's fight or flight now, get up now. Go with the move, go for the goal, lead up the stadium, you know how it's done. Stand up, up, you've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you back out, out. Give all you got, show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, up, you've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you back out, out. Give all you got, Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out, out, out. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you black out, out. Keep holding on, show him how to make your miracle. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you black out, out. Keep holding on, show him how to make your miracle. On this day, I take my place in this legacy of dust. I ricochet all in your face, and it quenches my bloodlust. Nothing you can do can break me. I wanna move, can make me. I let you try to take me on. Nothing you can do can break me. I wanna move, can make me. I let you try to take me I got you in my crosshairs. I hope you like the taste of pain. The only thing between me and you is a bullet with your name. Nothing you can do can break me. I wanna move, can make me. I let you try to take me on. Nothing you can do can break me. I wanna move, can make me. I let you try to take me Nothing you can do can break me. I wanna move, can make me. I let you try to take me on. Nothing you can do can break me. I wanna move, can make me. I let you try to take me You can break me.
Yeah. Let's talk. Look, ayo, we rose from the dust to the sun. They claiming that we the one, never one-on-one. Teamwork till we done. Sent on a mission, we got ambition. Never scared, we won't run. Never one and done. Some sit back and some like to hunt. I pick my teammates up when they fall. And if I ball, we all ball. Crashing balls, crossovers and all. Just call us the balls. Don't fear nothing, call us galore. Serving them all. We outside, we barely indoors because we gave it everything when we had nothing. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab nothing. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine away from the shade. But now that we're here, ain't no going back. This is the moment to go. This is the moment to shine. This is the moment to show. Show me the rocks you could climb. This is the moment to feel the path like you legally blind. I can promise this is ours cause we kill for this, pushing buttons, do it quick, push it off and do assist. Oh, y'all think we new to this? Pound for pound, break it down, watch what we gon' do with this. Teamwork got us fluid with, make y'all look like sewages. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab nothing. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine away from the shade. But now that we're here, ain't no going back.
There's no defense, I'll buy it if I want it. I'm going supersonic, come on, beg for it. Alright, okay, running out of luck. Too much in my cup, Nishi run it up. Why you always tripping like you top? Cause you not my team pop. Shawty, I know. Why you always tripping like you top? Cause you not my team pop. My team pop.
Who really got the block, sipping to rock in a cop car, They say they wanna party with us, 12 asking how much be that poofy, it's a la, My feature price bigger than your bank account. You talk about it, but don't show us that about. These boys only flexing with that allowance. We swimming in the down. I'm only f***ing you if your toes cute. Brown skin, goddamn, that's my soul food. I'm winning for the record, check your memo, bro. Generation of destruction, you'll remember us. LSD used to do promethazine, only THC, NSC is minor lean. We no longer up next, on top, like your girl when she counting my checks.
There's no defense, I'll buy it if I want it. I'm going supersonic, come on, beg for it. Alright, okay, running out of luck. Too much in my cup, Nishi run it up. Why you always tripping like you top? Cause you not my team pop. Shawty, I know. Why you always tripping like you top? Cause you not my team pop. My team pop.
I'll show you how it's done. There's no sight we go inside. The man is the one. You build your walls with faith in God. They never come around. Then wonder why we all defy the burden to be born. We're coming home with a mission to bring an end to a terrible land. We are here to your mission. We are many of one. We're coming home with a mission to tear you down from your undeserved throne. We can take your conviction. We are many of one. You may call it a virus, but we call it the antidote. It's an answer to silence. The future is here to revolt. It's so high from here. You can see the world. And we all insisting to be smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Summer sauce, dripping, dripping. Woo. Got it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Got it. You know, yeah, you know. I'm only making moves. There ain't no other option. There ain't no other option. So if you talking juice, well, damn, you know I got it. Yeah, you know I got it.
Nobody got it like
Nobody got it like. Yeah. I got the juice. I got it. I got it. Yeah. From a droppy in the scene, I feel lucky, yeah. Got them watching from Paris to popping, yeah. With this music was lurking, now I'm attacking. Now with the chatting, I just step up and make it happen. It's a lifestyle. Living young and restless, yeah, we quite wild. If I want it, I'ma get it talking right now. And I ain't got no regrets, it's my time now. Lights out when you see us talking moves. You don't know that's the topic. And if you talking juice, well, damn, you know I got it. Damn, you know I got it.
nobody got it like
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Gaming Malta, Mountain Dew Game Fuel, CS Money, MSI, GG Bet, and ESEA.
These are those moments I don't think anybody else is going to forget.
Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another evening of Counter-Strike. I do hear myself twice, so that shall be fixed. That was really irritating, and I don't like to hear myself once, and even that sometimes is too much. So, unfortunately, you did hear me quite a few times there. But anyway, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Furia versus Triumph. It's ESL Pro League, getting it underway again. It's the Season 12 North American Qualifier tonight. We've got ourselves a great amount of action coming up. And Furia, well, coming into this event, are definitely going to be the favorites. We've seen them last night steamroll over at Infinity, and now against Triumph, I think they'll have a little bit of a difficult challenge in comparison to Infinity. But then again, this shouldn't really be too much of a challenge on paper for Furia. Triumph are a team that have impressed many coming into this, well, not into this tournament, but specifically other tournaments that have been playing in recently. They've been looking good. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this team can do. As you're on the T side here of Overpass, a map that Furia looked very comfortable on last night. So we'll see if they can keep it up here today. There's not really too much of a test whatsoever. And now when we get into things, it's going to be Curry now out towards middle. Looking for this early fight. Art's going to be dinked up. Dropped to 21 HP early on in towards middle. Just a slower approach now from Triumph, taking their time. It's going to be Yuri that starts things off well, though, for Furia. Furia did struggle on the pistols yesterday, actually. Even against Infinity. As when the gun rounds came through, they just dominated. But this time, getting off to a brilliant start into the pistol round. It's going to be Art taking a kill on towards Curry. Henny finding success on Spongy. And Junior hitting the deck as well. What a cleanup from Henny. 3 kills on the B-bomb site. And there's just no chance there for Triumph. Pistol picked up here for Furia. They're feeling very comfortable now. And immediately, they can purchase up the Kevlar, MP9s. SMGs can come in. Triumph didn't really get to do a whole lot in that pistol round. Monji GG, yeah. Out of 999 rounds. I don't think we'll be playing all of those. I think it's certainly 30. Just a server issue. But Art is going to catch himself Grim early on. I've been actually watching a few Grim's games. I think I seen him on like a rank G. I think he was playing like rank G or something. A couple of pugs. He's quite a good player actually. I think I see him one of the DreamHack qualifiers, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe Anaheim at the start of the year. Well, Henny's going to be spraying away. Catches out Sheikh Zola. Art able to find one, and that's Spongy gone. Curry and Junior, the last 2 remaining players. And while Art's going to walk forward in towards middle with the P250, that's a triple kill for him already collected. And now Junior, the last remaining player, he's gone as well. 4 kills picked up here for Furia. And that's Art taking all 4 of them. Brilliant start here. Furia not really tested too much early on. And so we get the buy-in. And we're going to be interested to see what they come up against. It's going to be Triumph. With another half buy here, a couple of Deagles, Tech 9s in play, a little bit of flashbang usage. For the most part, we're looking at around it. Furia should have no real issues in winning. Junior running through the Molotov. And it's going to be Curry. Oh, burning a little bit as he moves forward. Henny able to find one, and Curry's going to be picked off early on into the round. So Furia with the man advantage. Well, Art's able to take one. That's Grim down in the connector. And well, Art's going to take that free Tech 9. It's pretty cool to see the Tech 9 come back into play a little bit more now. It was certainly a very viable gun. Probably a little bit, well, definitely overpowered. In like 2015, 2016 type. But it went Vic in for a while. And now it's coming back into play. I'm definitely excited to see it come through. I feel like it's in a good place right now. Like you can get definitely a blend of Tech 9s, CZs. And 5.7s, so we're starting to see a good blend of it. It's all in a good place. And what? Spongy able to take down Henny. Oh, the Deagles. Suddenly 2 kills picked up, and maybe a chance here. As they're going to go back for more. Art is going to be taken down inside the middle. Sheikh Zola with a double. And this is not the round Furia would have been hoping for. Now Triumph have picked up weapons. They can pull this off. They're going to back away. They've got the man advantage. They're going to be sprinting all the way back through spawn, relocating, and heading in towards this B-bomb site. Currently, Vinny over here on the site itself. He's biding his time, waiting for them to come his way, but the MP7, it's not going to be the best gun for this, especially now that he's spotted and tagged in the open. He's got to come down. And now Vinny up towards short. He's going to be moving forward. Sheikh Zola, he's going to go down to the MP7. And now it's a 2 versus 2. Still the Deagle in the hands of Spongy, but the AWP in the hands of Junior is certainly important. And he's collected himself an M4A4 in towards short, so this becomes a little bit more difficult now for the T side as Vinny goes through, trying to deny the bomb plant, but it's not going to be denied. Planted on the safe side of the pillar, and now it's a 1 versus 2. Low HP on Spongy, and he's overrun. Vinny gets it done on the USP. A good recovery there from Furia, but damn, that's a win in the eyes of Triumph. Coming into this, not really expecting a whole lot from them, just the pistols in play, and they pull it down into the 2 versus 1, get a bomb plant in that lower site. Brilliant stuff from Triumph. That's really going to bolster the buy and actually leave a little bit of reserve cash left over now after the purchase. So we're looking at a good buy come up here for Triumph, and they'll be happy with this. When you take a look at what Furia have, it's going to be that full purchase. They had a little bit of a bonus in the previous round where they had a mixture of SMGs and some of the upgraded weapons. Nice boost over the top in towards the tunnel. And now Triumph. Setting up. It's going to be the utility. Getting tossed on in towards the B-bomb site. Spongy has the flashbang at the ready. Art able to find Grim. He'll go back for more, and that's a second kill for Art picked up now. AWP into his hands. Double up setup in play for the CT side. Furia off to a brilliant start into round number 4. Just unfortunate here for Triumph. They tried to go for the slower approach, just wait out the aggression from Furia. We know they're an aggressive team, but what makes them so potent is they're so good at the aggression. You can be ready for it, you can know it's coming, but you can't deal with it. And well, they've lost so many players now. Look at this, Spongy. Okay, inside of the connector, they weren't ready for him, and he's going to find a double kill, taking down Yuri and Art in quick succession, and suddenly back into a winnable position. Still a man advantage held by Furia. This certainly can go either way. "26 seconds. Bomb is going to go over towards B. Currently 1 player over there, and that's Vinny again. There's solid force in the last round of making sure that B-bomb site didn't fall without a fight. And now Vinny again, this time on the monster side. He's going to hear that bomb getting planted. He can swing and deny. He's going to do it. Oh, just in the last millisecond on the plant as well. And there's just not enough time to win this round. It's going to be Furia. 4 rounds on the board. Spongy, yes, has done damage, but winning the round now impossible. He's got to save on over into the next one. And that's the AWP, at least in his hands. And that's 4-0 now for Furia. It was looking like it was going to be a very clean round at the start of this, but in the end, Triumph actually make it relatively close. Well, Triumph up and towards the bathrooms early on. It's going to be Grim that takes down Henny. Well, that's a good start here for Triumph. They've got the man advantage. Yes, they have the weaker weapons, but a good start coming into this. And a double up setup on the T side. Not the most orthodox of approaches, but you know, it's going to be, it's what they've got now, right? And well, unfortunately, Furia have got the kills. It's not Spongy and Junior. 2 versus 3, still winnable here for the AWPers. Who have got the big green in their hands. Yuri's going to go in towards the connector. Art coming in from long. Catches Junior looking the wrong way. That's an easy little tap for it. Now Spongy, the last remaining player. Unfortunately, into this 1 versus 3. It's not looking too winnable for him. Triumph dominated at the start of this one, unfortunately. He's going to be turning back, looking to the connector. Yuri's going to be coming this way. And, oh, Spongy relocates his crosshair just in the nick of time. Getting back to this bomb, though, that's going to be the real challenge. And I don't think it's going to be too doable. He's going to try anyway. Knowing that we'll get money into this next round, he's willing to try and go forward, try and keep this economy modest over on Furia. They know they've done damage in a lot of these rounds here at Triumph. And while he's going to spot the head of Kesserado, who still continues to jump, he's going to actually end up in the 1 versus 1 now. There we go. Kesserado with a headshot. Nearly a chance there for Spongy. But Kesserado saves the day. And it's going to be 5-0. A couple of these rounds coming close now. Down to the 1v1s, down to the 1v2s. Furia's economy is actually in a weird scenario right now. Yeah, they're winning 5 rounds in a row, but they haven't really got a whole lot to show for it, economically speaking. So it's going to be a risky time ahead for them. Triumph have definitely got a chance here. They're going to come out with a better buy overall, really. When you take a look at things, with the reserve cash left over as well, the loss bonus really helping out here for Triumph. Just to talk over the video while this pause is in play, it's Triumph calling for a tactical one. The maps available tonight will be Overpass, Inferno, and if we need it, Mirage. The pick of Overpass is actually the pick of Triumph, and Furia decided to pick Inferno. So, not the greatest start here for Triumph on their map pick. And that's to answer your question, Zaxtian, I believe, who asked that in chat. So, this is indeed Triumph's map pick. Which isn't the best of starts, I have to say. And then again, Furia winning the pistol. Kind of give them that advantage. Especially into the gun rounds as well early on. It was quite a dominant showing. Triumph tried to go for the slow, methodical default stance where they methodically hold out for the aggression. And Grim does get away, but that nade might catch him. Drops into 6 HP. Now the aggression coming in. They're hunting him down through the connector. And look how much control of the map Furia have already. Yuri pushed up with Art all the way through the connector now. This is definitely going to... a little sweat on the brow here for Triumph. And while Curry coming around the backside, Yuri's going to be caught. And that is definitely not the outcome. But, oh, why? You're never going to be expecting that. Art's positioning. Of course he's in that corner. Brim is just going to be smacking his keyboard, wondering how the hell Art got to that spot. They kill the connector player. Surely they don't expect the second player to be there, right? So... that's unfortunate. Aren't able to take at least one. Probably would have liked a little bit more from that position. It was certainly strong. But luckily, Triumph were able to trade efficiently. And now they hold the advantage again. Got one player here. Tenny back outside of the toilets. Holding on towards the A site. Spongie's going to catch Vinny. But big swing from Queserado. Trades back onto Spongie. Now it's a 2 versus 3 with 19 seconds left. They're going to start pushing on in towards the bomb site. Henny holding towards A from the bathrooms. He'll find one. Surely Triumph don't let this fall out of their hands. It was looking so good. Flash buying is brilliant though. Gets rid of Henny. And now they have to commit to the plant. And they will do it effectively. But Henny ready for Junior. He's quicker on the trigger. And now it's all on Shikzilla. A 2 HP clutch required of him. And he has to look for the last 2 remaining players. Back to the bathroom he looks. And that's going to be Henny just dancing with death now as he peeks out into the open. Shikzilla falls back, low HP, 2 health to his name, and while Henny runs over the top of him with the Tech 9, and another round that's looking good for Triumph slips out of their fingers as Furia to pick it up. And they just keep winning rounds here. Welcome back, Serps. Good to see you again. So, try and come back in. Lots bonus allows them to have AK-47s. A couple of bomb plants. Has also afforded them a little bit of extra cash in the past few rounds. So, they had some left over. It's all well and good that they get buys in. But it's just winning the rounds becomes almost impossible. Well, Vinny, oh god, just walks up, shift walking into the waiting arms of Grim. Vinny able to find one, but no more than that. At least they do trade efficiently, and quite quickly at that. Now 50 seconds left. They're going to go down in towards the bottom of the connector, now pushing through. Art coming up with the AWP, even gets aggressive with this weapon, and now Triumph, they push in towards the B-bomb side. It's completely open at the moment, so they can get this plant through. 4v4 retake. Can they pull it off here, Triumph? As they lock themselves into the bomb site. 3 players down in towards water. They're kind of waiting on Art to get into a better position here before they attempt this retake over on Furia. Art's kind of just hanging around. Patiently waiting for his opportunity. Now Yuri drops in towards the bomb site. Oh, takes the fight towards Shixzilla and wins it. And now the advantage is in favor of Furia. Spongy in towards Water Pit. The push going through. The flash is up. First kill is Spongy's on the retake attempt here. Yuri's going to fall. Art finds one back from the flank, but look at that. The lineup from Spongy. The 4K in the round for him. Junior's going to take one for it. And it's going to be the first on the board here for Triumph. A long time coming. And you can see how close these rounds have been in terms of the damage Triumph have been doing. It's Furia right back down to the eco. So Triumph have a little bit of an opportunity now to let their legs grow, get this economy really growing up. And unfortunately, for Furia, they're going to have to take a little bit of a hit here. And they're going to go for the 4 spy. Now, this is kind of scary, right? Because you know how good these players are on the Deagles. So this is going to be definitely a true test for Triumph. They win this one, they're all good, right? For the next few rounds, they can be a little bit more comfortable. They can pick up and start to get into the groove of the T side. To lose this one, well, it's going to be certainly a mental hindrance moving forward. And, well, Kesserado, good start with the Deagle. Not exactly what Triumph would be looking for. Grim's going to start walking forward as well, trying to catch out Kesserado. Trying to tap on up. It's Curry looking for the shots as he taps in towards Heaven. And, well, Curry and Junior finding the frags. Luckily, it's looking good here for Triumph. Finny, oh, through the smoke, he's going to be spotted. Tagged and body bagged. It's a second on the board now for Triumph. And that is, that's a pretty good round. They only lose one player. Was Kesserado starting things off. But other than that, Triumph effectively trading across the board. And it's good to see them not giving too much respect, right? Because there's some teams that are the underdogs. You lose that first kill against the Deagles. You slow it down completely. You're scared. You don't want to be the player that gives anything up. But they play well as a unit. And now Furia down to the full eco. Just the one Zeus purchased here for Art. It's going to be the USPs across the board, though. So Triumph should have no real issues in winning this next one. Well, it's going to be Spongy and Shixzilla taking the early kills. And now just Art remaining. And, well, you can't really expect too much from him at all. See a few people, GLF Manju, saying Spongy is better than you thought. Yeah, I think we're going to be... I think a lot of you, if you haven't seen this team play, are going to be quite surprised by some of the individual ability on Triumph. There's definitely a couple of players in this roster have a good amount of skill, so keep an eye on them. Stoyan, I think there's a pretty good answer for that, and I think it's just that Gala is probably streaming. And generally the Furia fans love a bit of Gallows, and you can't blame them. Been killing it on the viewership lately. Yep, just had a look. He's 63.5 thousand viewers right now, so pretty solid. And now we get into a round that Furia now have the M4s in play. Going to be the AUG for Art. One of the teams that still use the AUG, actually. Well, Curry peeking down in towards middle. Players up in the party area. And now they walk in through long. Spongy's actually in towards middle. And it's going to be Shixzilla taking down Art. Yuri able to find one, and Spongy's picked off. 4 versus 4. Minute and 23 seconds left on the clock as Triumph starting to make their way through in towards the bomb site. Curry with the headshot. Henny gone. Kesserado, good work. Catching out Curry as the push comes through from long. Nade is going to go up and land on it. Oh, it lands on top of Shixzilla. And now it's into the 3 versus 2. Junior and Grim. Can they make it happen for Triumph here? Can they pull off a 4th round as Grim is going to find the headshot that pulls it right back into the equilibrium? 55 seconds now in play. Yuri with Kesserado still locking down the middle area. Slowing the pace a little bit here. 30 seconds. Trying to keep them guessing over on the Furia side whether or not they could go back to B. And it's worked well for them. They pulled away a rotation. Yuri's aware of the possibility of the B-bomb site hit. He's going to smoke down in towards short, but instead, it's going to be the walkout long here from Triumph with 15 seconds left. They commit to the A-bomb site. Smoke goes down. They know it has to be A at this point. Quetzalcoatl looking to deny the bomb plant. He's in a good position to do it. There's the first kill, and he can get the second. No problem. It's Yuri that takes that instead. A 7th round picked up for Furia, and they're just racking up these round wins. The pause coming in. It's Triumph calling for this tactical pause. Obviously, when a few rounds picked up, now you've got a couple of rounds now that you definitely feel like you could have won. That starts to play in your head, right? Because now you're starting to look at the scoreline. It's 7-3. You've lost a couple of rounds at the start that could have changed the outcome of the early game, and now you're starting to lose again. That's another round they could have definitely won. And it's all about just taking a breather, trying to get into this mentally again. I've got Spongy playing well. It's time to deactivate the rest of the roster here. And now pushing through it's Shigzilla that goes through the tunnel. Smoke goes down from Vinny in towards the tunnel. Quite a few players here. All 5, in fact, for Triumph. And obviously sending 5 players early in towards the B-bomb site. There's a little bit of a timer on this, right? Because you're conceding so much map controls. You have to go quickly. You feel pressured to run in towards this B site immediately. And it's going to be Grim that takes the first. Curry able to find another, and it's Quetzalcoatl that falls. Good kill from Art as he takes down Shigzilla. And Curry able to find another on the AK headshot. 4 versus 2. 2-man advantage in play for Triumph as the bomb is planted. It has to be the safe call from Furia. Money is in the bin. A brilliant call from Triumph. Very simple. Taking the B-bomb site. They send the players in. They get the important frags. And it's job done. A 4th round picked up for Triumph. And they'll be feeling happy about this. So the reason I say there's like a timer on that play from Triumph when they go over towards B early on, because they commit 5 players there, they don't send anybody towards middle or anybody up towards that A side of the map or even connector for that point. There's a timer because they know they're playing against Furia, first and foremost, a team that love to get aggressive, will push everything, try and take as much map control as possible early into a round. So if you're playing against Furia, that's almost exacerbated, right? Made worse by the fact that you're conceding so much map control early. So you can't really set outside of that B bomb site for long, and they felt the pressure to run in. So it's effective. I mean, they made it into the B bomb site. It's just, they have to be effective. They have to be able to battle the utility that Furia will still have. And while Triumph, they get it done. They win the aim duels, they win the round, and now they're up to 4. And it's Furia down to another eco on the 3 players who died, and the 2 saved over rifles is going to be the AWP and the AK for Yuri. See if they can get anything done here. Heading on a deagle. Vinny is going to fall over towards B early on. Grim, oh, Art's off towards short with the AWP, and now Yuri, the AK in the water pit, catches one. It's Spongy that goes down. A second kill from Yuri, and what Curry finally gets rid of him, but that's a lot of damage done. A 2 versus 3, certainly winnable here for Henny and Art. Both low though, that's the issue. Henny trying to spam through, not too far off landing a shot there. And these smokes locking them out of the bomb site. Bomb planted. Plenty of time to get into a post-plant position. Art caught off. That's the AWP gone. Henny is going to pick it up. Now he has an AWP in his hands. We're looking to try and save this. He'll take 1 kill onto Shigzilla. Now gets out of dodge. Runs back up towards the A bomb site. And this is quite a good save, in fact, actually, for Furia. Don't think they will be able to afford an AWP into the next round, along with all the amenities. So you don't really want to give this away. So Henny makes the right call. Carrying the AWP into the next one. He should be able to get it through here. Well, there's a 5th round on the board for Triumph, competing early on here on Overpass. Nice to see, winning some gun rounds. That was something that Infinity could not do last night. Furia shut them down in pretty much every gun round. Flash goes out towards long. Shigzilla, Curry, and Grim starting to walk forward. Flash is going to go in towards the bathrooms as Yuri with 1 kill on towards Junior. Shigzilla looks to spam away. Henny in towards middle. Molotov comes into the bathrooms and Yuri's going to be there for it. Spongy walks forward. Henny with another kill as well. Great stuff. Grim, last remaining player. It's not looking good for him at all here, but he will get a double. Overrun by Caserato though. Just too many players to find. And that's going to be another round picked up for Furia once they get the rifles back in their hands. So, let's see if they can keep this up. Triumph, another test coming their way. They've got money in the bank. They can certainly invest into this. The AWP, the AKs. Shigzilla again on the Mac 10. So, it might be a quicker play coming in here from Triumph. It's actually important to note that at the start of this game, Triumph went with a slower approach. Really slow default. Instead, changing up now. Straight into the B rush again. Vinny hiding in behind the pillar. It's going to be 1 kill through the smoke onto Curry, but the player's already dropped. And that's the Mac 10 just charging into the bomb site, but it's chaos. And while Fury are playing with the smoke as well, Art lost track of where they could possibly be and gets shut down by Junior, who is in behind. Now Spongy, oh, he spotted Henny. He spotted Henny just B-hopping into the open, and Spongy's going to take that kill. Now it's Vinny and Yuri. Now just Vinny into the 1 versus 2. Gets the right read, but it doesn't matter. Spongy taking the kill. And that's a 3k for him in the round. He is not stopping. 16 and 8 right now. He's having an absolute blinder of a game. Top player on the server at the moment. Having a great time. You take a look at what the Triumph side have managed to do. And it's just take straight up Ibjules against Furia and win them on the B bomb site. Furia have been struggling economically this entire half. Triumph have done a really good job at sort of consistently getting kills. It's going to be Spongy taking down Art. The man advantage picked up for Triumph. Yuri's going to go down and, well, immediately we are looking at a pretty good round here from Triumph. It looks like 7 is going to be posted at the half. And well, that was a pretty good start from Furia that now is under pressure. When you take a look at the last time these guys played, a couple of close maps coming in as well. So, certainly excited for this matchup. And while it's delivering at the moment, Triumph just not taking anything for granted. Even though it's a 5 versus 2, they know they're going up against weaker weapons. They're still being effective with the utility as they move in towards the B bomb site, and they overrun Henny. There it is. It's 7 at the half. Time for a short break though, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back after this with the rest of the action in the second half.
They can try, but can do it like Vinny. Yeah, no permission. I got it.
To be honest, I don't mind, cause I don't feel the same way I used to do. Every time I see you, I know the truth. Cause baby, every fucking
to life. Dark doesn't faze me anymore. I can see my tears seem to go to. Yeah, yeah. I don't care, no, I don't care. Yeah, yeah. I don't care, I said, 'cause baby, every fucking time you've played me, you should know that I don't give a single fuck about you and your words. All the times you lied to me, I took notes. I don't know what to say. I thought you loved me, but you and I know people come and go away.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half. Hit 7, posted by Furia. They were struggling economically throughout the entire first half. Triumph fighting back and posting 7 rounds, proving to be a tenacious team. And they're going to go into the CT side with Furia coming at them quickly towards the B-bomb side. Spongy's going to spot one. That's the legs of Art, but doesn't know. The rest are around the corner, and here comes the contact play. Spongy completely blinded, held off. What? He's still alive? How's he not died yet? Finally, he will fall. Curry able to find one back. And while 4 versus 4, Spongy probably should have died a little quicker than that. And the flashbang came in, caused a little bit of issues, and now Curry with another headshot. Art picked up, and while this is not looking good for Furia, they're going to continue to try and run in towards this B-bomb side, but it's Junior that finds the headshot. Yuri picked off, Vinny and Henny, well, 2v4. 1 minute and 7 seconds left, and Vinny's going to be looking up to the barrels. Oh, the smoke feeling hitting off the back of Vinny. Another push going through. It is a 2 versus 3. They're still trying to recover this pistol round as they wait patiently for an overextension from Sheikh Zula, but it's not coming in. He's going to be waiting for them. And while he's going to get that opportunity for his patience, he will take down Henny. Now, just Vinny left into the 1 versus 3. And while he's stuck, finds one headshot. And now goes back into the B-bomb site. Oh, the timing. Doesn't spot the player short, but as soon as he taps his bomb, he's dead. To right, surely. Oh, it's head spotted. There we go. Gets a bomb plan out of that. That's almost a win there, because Vinny was realistically never going to win that 1 versus 2 once he's stuck inside of the site. But getting that bomb plant, that shouldn't have happened either, and he walks away with that. So that's money in the bank for Furia. But the round picked up by Triumph, and that's all that matters to them. Very important that they pick that up, and now they can compete into the second half as well. They didn't get a good start into the first half, so now I want to see what they can do when they get a good start into a half. They have got a buy coming up against them, though. Furia with the 2 Deagles, 3 AK-47s. This is certainly going to be a difficult buy to get rid of for Triumph, so one that requires a lot of respect. Triumph, I'm sure, will provide. And well, it's going to be Junior up on top of the flower bed. Was looking for that early pick, but not able to find the kill with significant damage at all. Molotov going out for Grim. He's going to toss the smoke, but the push comes in from Yuri. And Grim's going to take that opening pick. That's one of the AKs gone. Yuri was trying to take the straight up fight. Henny's not too far off here, actually. Grim's getting dropped through the smoke. He's low HP, but no kill yet for Furia. Not a single kill up until this point. Henny manages one, and it's been a huge round from Sheikh Zula on the double kill. And the 2 AKs recovered now for the 2 remaining players of Furia. Henny and Art looking for a way into this. Oh, nice opportunity for Henny. The Triumph playing it well at the moment. They've got all the control in towards B. They're down in towards water. So if Furia decide to rotate back over towards this side of the map, they've got Curry and Spongy here just waiting. And 2 players on the A-ball side at the moment. This is not going to be easy at all for Art and Henny to get back into things. Just 1 bullet for Art in that AK, so keep note of that. Don't know if he noticed that his reload did not work, and it doesn't matter. His head taken off. It's going to be Art hitting the deck, and now it's all under Henny. No armor. AK in his hands. Well, chance here for Curry as he turns around. It's Henny in the bathrooms. 10 seconds left. AK onto the floor. What's going on there? Well, Curry does take him down 9-8. Triumph into the lead. This is for the first time on the server. Molotov going down in towards middle. Oh, well, a chance. Art will take Junior down, and now Shigzola looking for a little bit of action. He will take 2 kills. He'll look for more as they sprint in towards middle. Multiple players coming this way. A lineup for Triumph. They get it done. Now Yuri with an AK. Can he do anything with it? 2 versus 3. Good bit of damage done from Furia already. More than they probably would have expected. Indeed, this is live, Nightwalker. Hope that proves that it is indeed live. Well, Curry is going to catch himself. He'll on towards Henny. Bomb dropped into the bathrooms. Yuri now in the connector, spotted and tagged. It's going to be Curry that gets rid of him. 10 to hit. It's Triumph who hit double figures first. Now, if you are just tuning in, this is currently the map pick of Triumph. A team that some of you may be unfamiliar with. But they have been very impressive recently in a couple of tournaments, especially Blast, where Triumph have definitely been doing a lot of hard work and have been impressing a lot of people. So not to be a team that are underestimated. Here comes the buy, though, from Furia. A couple of weaknesses, you know, in terms of Henny not even having a rifle, just the deagle for him. So, we'll see if Furia can pull anything off here. Vinny and Yuri in towards the connector. Smoke's going to go down in towards the door that has already been blown off. Triumph, pretty passive across the map. They don't really have anybody getting overly aggressive or proactive looking for info. The one player that is currently somewhat doing that is Shigzola. He's pushed up into the bathrooms. But no further than that. Now Furia come up in towards his position. He's about to be under a lot of pressure. AWP from Junior. Flashbang up. He doesn't spill it. Whoa, what a flick. Junior able to catch out Yuri. That's going to be the man advantage picked up. He'll go back into the bathrooms for a second. But it's Shigzola with the kill. Nice shot. Junior right through the wall. Catches Henny's head. And now it's all on Art. It's falling apart here for Furia. Not getting too much done at the moment. Art has to pull off an incredible round here. It has to be the ace clutch in total. As he goes back in towards middle, it'll be 35 seconds in play. And the bomb in the bathrooms at the moment. It's going to take a monumental performance here from Art to get into this. He's just sitting back in middle. 19 seconds left. He needs to try and recover it this round. 15 seconds now. Not looking good for the chances of Art at the moment. No one's budging. No one's giving him a single chance into this. And Triumph for playing good Counter-Strike at the moment. 3rd kill picked up for Junior in that round. Started off well with that big flick as the players jumped out from connector. Wallbang onto Henny through the bathrooms. And that final kill to close it out as well. 11 to 8 on the board. Triumph, brilliant stuff coming into the second half. Furia, they're going to have to go for the half buy investment. Couple of sets of armor, a little bit of pistol buy. And while we move into this next round, Triumph should be getting a 12th round on the board. And this is definitely impressive. Furia walking through the connector at the moment. Biding their time. Trying to get a little bit of a boost. Maybe something innovative to allow them to find that opening kill. Perhaps a gimmick, but it's not coming through right now. Triumph are really good at not making these ill-informed decisions, going for these crazy players, or going for these solo plays to give Furia a chance or an opening. Another push comes through. It's going to be the CZ of Vinny running over the top of Curry. Oh, a second kill as well from Vinny picked up on towards Spongy. Junior has relocated back over here, but the kills continue to come through. A 3 versus 3. Grim and Junior find 2 kills to pull it back into a favorable, almost favorable position here for Triumph. They've got the double ult setup though onto the retake, and that's not going to always be all too comfortable, but Junior, he can hit these quick shots. Another one picked up. It's Vinny gone. Now the pressure really is on. Grim finds another. It's all onto Henny. Just the deagle back in short. Important kills coming in from Junior and Grim have allowed them back into this round. Defuse coming through. Henny not getting the lineup, unfortunately. And that's going to be a 12th round picked up for Triumph. Well, Furia nearly pulling it off. It will be 12 to 8 on the board now. 4 away from victory here on Overpass. Furia definitely struggling at the moment. Coming into this round, they're going to have the AKs in play. That bomb plant will afford them a little bit of extra utility. They can also get this ult comfortably on towards the hands of Henny. So that'll be certainly a welcomed addition. They haven't been able to get that ult just yet. It's no surprise that it is a tactical pause coming in from Furia right now. For anybody who is asking, it is not a rerun. This is indeed live. I'll point out a few names to prove it. Shout out to Foku CZ and Balor K as well. Oh, we now get into the action. Important round coming up here for Furia. The AK-47s on every player. Utility available to them as well. Over here for Triumph, it's going to be the double ult setup. Junior and Sheikh Zilla. We've seen what Junior can do with his ult in this last couple of rounds. He's definitely showing up with it. Curry playing towards short with Grim. They're going to get the boost going. See over the top of this, but they come off of it now. Spam through. Vinny is going to have those bullets whiz past him, but he's not going to take any damage on board. "57 seconds left. Now the push comes through. It's going to be Yuri, the front man. Spongie's going to take a lot of damage. Dropped to 5 HP, now gone. Burnt away by Arts Molotov. Yuri close and personal, but he's not going to win the in-battle. Grim somehow finding 2, and that's going to be the bomb. Dropped on the bridge. They have really crumbled here over on Furia. They're going to get the bomb plant in. They are still into a 3v3, and the health advantage actually on their side at the moment. Vinny pushed up as well into a solid position. It's going to be difficult to get back in here, especially with this double op setup. You know, it was doable in the previous due to the weaker weapons from Furia. But in this round, probably not so much now. So they might make the decision just to back away and save these ops into the next round. I think that's the right decision. They're going to flee the scene. Yes, Grim gets nice 2 kills there. Unfortunately, it's not enough to really be able to compete. Furia do a good job at finding those openings, taking that B-bomb site by storm, and sinking deep in towards the site for their post plants. It's a 9th round on the board for Furia, a must win for them, and they get it under their belt. Well, this is going to be Furia charging down in towards the B-bomb side. 3 players at the moment standing here on B. Well, Art's going to find 1. Grim able to answer back, and he's been pretty good at getting these kills through. Spongy assisting him this time. Ketsurado is going to go down, while Furia starting to hit a brick wall. Kill after kill coming in from the CT side, but that is exactly what Furia would like. It's Vinny with the double kill, taking down Grim and Spongy. Yet again, double up setup on this B-bomb site retake. It isn't looking good, and I think Furia have sussed this out, right? They've realized, okay, we're going up against this double op setup. If we go for this slow default, this is when they can pick us apart. This is when they can get those advantages, and that double op setup will prevail. So they've gone for this quick B-tick time and time again now in these last 2 rounds. And they might try it again in this next round. I would not be surprised if they just keep up this quick aggression. Because that's a couple of times now where, okay, yeah, you lose 2 players, but as long as you trade effectively and you get rid of that B-bomb site defense, the retake isn't going to happen with this double op setup. So, really good stuff from Furia. They have a nice read of what's going on. It's going to be 12 to 10. A 10th round picked up now. And we'll Triumph. Probably wishing it didn't really have this double op setup now. Well, they have broken down the money on the 3 players that unfortunately perish every round. That's Spongy, Grim, and Curry getting picked apart. And they haven't really got too much money to play with now, so it's just those double op setups. Furia going into a more slow approach this time. Grim in the connector. Oh, a player around a corner. Grim's going to find one. It's Vinny gone. Yuri able to step in and Grim picked off. And now a 4 versus 4 for Furia. And the better buy. You'd definitely be favouring him in this one. But Shikzilla with the AWP over towards A might just be able to pick off Art. And that's exactly what's going to happen for him. Man advantage now in favour of Triumph. Jude quick. Not landing the shot though. Now, under a minute in play, the push coming in towards the B-bomb side. Man advantage still with the CT side up until that point. Junior loses his head. A little too much off the top. Wish I could get a haircut right now. And what Yuri is going to catch out Curry. Down to Shikzilla and Spongy into a 2 versus 3. And it's going to be Casterado with a kill. Spongy gone. And now Shikzilla, the last remaining player. A 1 versus 3 required of him. And with this all, it's not going to be able to pull it off. So, it's Furia, 12 to 11. A scoreline that was looking pretty scary for them some time ago. Looked like Triumph had it under wraps. Has now sort of fizzled away. And Furia have chipped their way back into this game. Now, I would be very surprised. Obviously, I don't even think they will be able to afford it. But I think we'll just probably be seeing Triumph stick to this single op setup now at this point. Get that op in the hands of Junior. And then play the rifles around it. Because it's going to give them a lot more options in terms of the retake. If Furia are going to continue to bombard that B-bomb site. And I don't think we're going to be seeing the double op setup come up anytime soon. At least I'd hope not. Well, pause coming in. It's Triumph's tactical pause, feeling like they've lost control of this now. And they wouldn't be wrong. They certainly have started to lose control of this game. Furia on their way back into things. A tactical pause from Triumph. 20 and 15 on Grim, who now takes the top spot. Spongy was having a great time within that first half. Has gone very quiet as we've moved into the second. But most of the team, not much of a kill disparity really. Everyone kind of popping off and playing well. Good team unit here from Triumph. Impressive performance already up until this point, but certainly would love to be winning it. And I did say I would be surprised if I seen the double op setup come in, and they've gone for it again. Shikzilla and Junior just adamant that they want to play this. While if Furia consistently get control of the bomb sites, retakes aren't going to be difficult. Luckily they're going towards A this time, and that's where one of the ops is positioned. It's going to be Shikzilla that takes down Yuri. Art walking forward, looking for the lineup. We'll catch out Shikzilla, and a managed advantage picked up. 4 versus 4. Grim in towards the low of connector, and he's going to catch Henny looking the wrong way. That's going to be an easy kill for him. Grim going to be going forward. A second for Grim. He now goes to 22 kills. He's having an absolute blinder of a match right now. And it's Casterado, now the last remaining player. 1 versus 4. Fury not finding too much success anywhere else but the B-bomb side, it seems. Junior going for the quick shot. Casterado, this is daylight robbery. He's going to get a bomb plant. Kill comes through. Junior will take it down, but that's a brilliant little bomb plant from Casterado. Stealing that one away. But round will be picked up here by Triumph. It's going to be 13 to 11. Tactical pause coming in. Triumph obviously discussed what they want to do coming into this round, and a pretty good setup results in a round win. And it's a clean one as well. They only lose the 1 player. That will allow this economy to definitely recover as you move into the late stages of this game. And while Furia, what is their answer? Art Alping. 8K's picked up here for Furia. That's one of those weird scenarios, right? You always see that happen in that position where you throw the smoke onto the Molotov and it just kind of bounces over it, unfortunately. Or under it. Don't know which way it goes, actually. think the water texture kind of messes with it a little bit. I like that one, chicken breast. That's a good one. Maybe he picked up CS during his time off. Who knows? Three players currently on the B bomb site early from Triumph. They've known that that's certainly a weakness, and maybe Furia go back to what they feel had the most success. So Triumph gambling and sending 3 players over towards B early, and it's a very heavy stack now. A triangle of death if you look at the mini-map. Leaving Sheikh Zilla and Junior. 2 ops on the A bomb side at the moment. They've actually got the secondary op down in towards Heaven, so quite a lot of presence over towards B early on here. And Furia are not going that way, in fact, so they're going to be heading in towards this A bomb site. Yeah, it's going to be Sheikh Zilla with the first kill. Vinny going to be picked off. Junior has rotated up towards the A bomb site. He's running into the open, but luckily his teammate is covering him off from the toilets. And another push from Furia coming in towards A long. It's Junior with another pick. Casterada going down. Junior looking for another kill. He'll be able to take down Art. Looks for more. Damage being done. 10 seconds and a cleanup again from Triumph. Not a single player falling against Furia's full buy. And now we're looking at 14 to 11. Paul's coming in. And Triumph, my god, they are having a great time right now on Overpass. This is their map pick, of course. And Furia, well, this is not what they were expecting. They are struggling now at this point. It's a lot of close maps between these two teams the last time they faced off against each other. Furia did have the edge. And now here, Triumph. Well, they're turning up. Well, Triumph continue with the double op setup. Clearly it is working for them. It's interesting that Furia... Well, obviously, they capitalized on a few rounds there towards the B-bomb site, but Triumph have adapted well. And I like that they've been able to adapt while also using the double op setup. They don't go towards the rifles. They stay with what they're comfortable on, and they adapt well enough to change the setup to work well for them. And this is a nice setup on this B-bomb site as well. Almost confirmed success if Furia ought to commit that early with players. But I wouldn't be surprised if Furia attempt this B-bomb site again. It is the side of the map they've been having the most success in. But getting through this defense is certainly going to be more difficult. They're playing advanced, they're not sort of hiding back and conceding a lot of control on the B-bomb site, but enough utility has been used up, enough signs of life towards this A side of the map have been shown to break up that defense on the B-bomb site, leaving 2 players over that. Junior, though, is going to take down Art. He was desperately looking for that pick on towards the A site, but Junior's going to take him down. And he's looking for another one. There's a second kill from Junior. Okay, Triumph now have a 2-man advantage. Furia left wounded, limping into the B-bomb site now at this point. 3 players over here again. This is not looking good at all. Henny's going to find one, but he's going to go down immediately. Curry in with a double. It's all onto Yuri. And this is looking like a win from Triumph. Furia falling by the wayside. And while Triumph might just take Overpass here, it's certainly looking that way. If you take a look at what Furia have coming into this. And well, they had a nice, easy time with things last night, Furia. But tonight, up against Triumph, it's a battle. One that is certainly exciting to watch. Quickly, Furia heading towards the B-bomb site. Backs against the wall. Up against the ropes. They look to fight back as they run into the B-bomb sites. Ketasarada with 1 kill on the MAC-10. Shixel and Grim finding kills, though. And it's over. It's just Henny remaining in the 1 versus 3. The Deagle in his hands. It's shut down. They run into the brick wall yet again. And Triumph. This is impressive. What a team so far. This is exactly what I like to see. A new underdog really showing up, playing good Counter-Strike, adapting on the fly, and it's time for a short break. We'll see if Furia can bounce back on map number 2. It is their pick coming up next, so they should be feeling a little bit more confident. And, well, I hope the fans keep the faith as we move into the second map after this.
Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Charge up your game with excitement. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG Bet.
Call my bluff for the last time. This ain't a song, it's a battle cry. No life. I see the clue between the strobe lights. I'm haunted, black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Used to want it bad, used to want it bad, but I can't taste it. I can't help you now, okay? Follow me, okay? Black face, follow me, okay? Follow me, okay? Black face, follow me, got too much up on my plate, now I can't think. I said woke up, take a X, and now I'm feeling this is it. Want the money, want the rest. I do purse, not no cess. They say, Darnish, why you sad? I said, I just need to think. Red tape, got too close, I hate the city. Black face, show you everything you need till you fornicate it bad. Someone said it is sad. I used to want it bad. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you too many times. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you. I know it's in my head. Follow me around, okay? Black face, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my follow me around, okay? Black face, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my follow me around, okay? Black face, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my follow me around, okay? Black face, follow me
Ayy, push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. Cause it's fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. About too hard, yeah. I'm killing your favorite rapper with minimum effort. Yeah, your corpse getting severed. The industry dry as a desert. Do whatever it is that you think that you're doing, I'm doing it better. Straight double use, that's my letter. Don't got no snakes, only ladders, ayy. They tryna figure out what's on our plate. Infinity sideways, we already ate. Skipping this basic, skipping this classes. Stay out of trouble, now I can relate. Nevertheless, again, I'm doing great. I just finished this thing, ain't no debate. You ain't my dog, you ain't my family, and sure as hell, you're not my mate. Yeah, I take my place at the summit. I can't wait till we countin' them hundreds. I cannot lie, I ain't rich, yeah, but when I say my time coming, it's coming. And some of y'all got ahead of me, to be honest, I wasn't even running. But very soon, I'ma run it. I demand it, man, I want it. Push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. Cause it's fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. About too hard, ayy. They not gon' like this. Don't like surprises. I cause a crisis. Man, I'm a scientist. With the music, I spice things up to my liking. Man, I want nice things, nice things. That's not an AK, it's a Uzi. I pull up and shoot it to movie. I'm chasing the bag, not a coochie. Cut ties with the fake, now it's Gucci. Word of my niggas from the 021. You count 6 shots and I count 2 guns. Some people still think I rap just for fun, but soon they look up to me just like the sun. Yeah, you can come over here. Swear it's like no career. Swear you got no idea. Soon you'll have no career. Take a good look in the mirror. They need to know that I'm here. Don't you act like it ain't clear. Yeah, push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. Cause it's fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. About too hard.
Don't you know I'm a bad little mama? I got moves like Madonna. Don't tell me cause I move when I'm gonna. I'm not afraid to lose, I am a prima donna. Don't you see I'm a winner, I'm a queen. I cause no scene if you work with me. Don't stop me cause I fight when I wanna. I'm not afraid to lose, I am a prima donna.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the weight's up. That's how we know when we level up. Ay, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
Back against the wall, still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. All we know is ball to empty out the mouths. The chosen one they call, I take my fan with me. Know about it if you tell, know you're breaking codes. Want your credibility and all fall like dominoes. Can you really take a stance? All I wanna know. Need me real ones when it's time to go. Stepping in, elevator. Listen to all the haters. That's all we know when we level up. Yeah, that's all we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up. I found out I'm not alone. 'Cause I'm just like you.
Sarah, I hurt myself today trying to make the pain go away. Sarah, I want to fade away, be with the stars in outer space. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low, but I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's my leave for the melancholy. Couldn't fill a hole inside me. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I know my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah, why you leaving me? Sarah, I lost myself today trying to find ways to make you stay. Sarah, I want to go away, close my eyes, never wake up again. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low, but I don't know how to do this on my own anymore.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Gaming Malta, Mountain Dew Game Fuel, CS Money, MSI, GG Bet, and ESEA.
Welcome back to ESL Pro League Season 12 NA Qualifier. I think you said Europe or something there. I'm just not used to this NA region, really. But I'm excited, and it's been fun casting it the past 2 days. You've had Furia definitely looking solid yesterday when they were playing against Infinity, but not today. They have lost the first map. It's Triumph to take Overpass, and now we find ourselves on the second with a lot of work to do for this Triumph roster now, for this Furia roster now. Inferno, it is the map pick of Furia, feeling a little bit more comfortable in this one maybe. Triumph clearly showed good Counter-Strike on Overpass. Now I'm excited to see what they can do here on the second map as well. Will Furia bounce back and get themselves a win? Or will Triumph take it in 2? It's a lot of questions to be asked and a lot of answers to come here in the next, say, 45 to an hour. Well, it's going to be Furia heading their way up straight through middle. Kesserado and Vinny starting to run on through. One player peeking down in towards middle. That's Shikzilla that gathers the information early. And calling a 2-3 setup. 3 players passive on the A-bomb site for the Triumph roster. And now they move forward. It's going to be Junior with the first kill. Kesserado going to go down, but Henny is there with the trade. Now pushing through multiple players in the pit, though. That's going to be a big issue to try and flush them out. Molotov forces Spongy into the open. Now jumping over the top. Oh, he just about spots Shikzilla, but he doesn't get the kill. Shikzilla on the headshot. Bomb planted. Grin taking down Yuri in towards the library. And it's all on the Henny. Stuck inside of the site. And there we go. A round picked up for Triumph. The pistol goes their way here on Inferno. And that's brilliant stuff coming in from Shikzilla. He just stays alive in the pit. Somehow, Art doesn't see him on the initial drop. And he just fluffs his lines a little bit, and Shikzilla is able to take the opening frag there into the pit. So, good stuff. Triumph will find the pistol. Good start coming into Inferno. And Furia, now we take a look at what they've got. It's going to be 3 AK-47s, 2 Deagles in play, and over here for Triumph, it's a 3 FAMAS in play alongside MP9 and a Scout. Junior peeks down in towards middle, and he's going to take quite a bit of damage on board. He's going to be dropped to 53 HP. Fury do get the bomb plant in the pistol round, so they can invest coming into this one. 3 AKs picked up in the second round, alongside 2 Deagles. And you definitely see why people would argue against the current economy system, where if you lose a round as a T side in the pistol, you can come into this next one. Just because you get a bomb plant, you can still afford 3 AKs. So it's not a bad buy at all here for Furia. They weren't able to win it though. They lost the pistol in the previous. And well, it's going to be Yuri taking the headshot on towards Shikzilla. 1-for-1 trade into this connector area. Grim is going to go down as well. Yuri able to pick him up. And so far, so good for Furia as they hold the man advantage into round number 2. Junior going to sit back in the bomb site. Just chilling back with the scope. He's going to catch himself out, Yuri. Casterado now walking forward onto the bomb site. It's a good kill. Junior picked off. Looking for a little bit more, but it's Spongy that gets rid of Casterado. And now Henny is going to get that bomb planted. Curry, oh, spots the side. He's going to walk in. There's the headshot. Eventually being picked up on the MP9. Can't deny the bomb plant. So it's all on Vinny now. 1 versus 2 coming back in with the Deagle. Headshot towards the pit. It's Spongy taken away. But the defuse, all while it was happening, coming through as Triumph will take themselves a second. And Curry actually picks up an AK on the exit of the round. So Furia don't win the round. They get a bomb plant. 4 kills. Not too bad from them. But now we take a look at what they have in play, and it's going to be another force buy coming in from Furia. They want to continue this battle, knowing that the economy is low. Over on the CT side, Triumph don't have a whole lot. And over here, Furia, well, it's going to be the 2 AK-47s, Galil, Scout, and a Deagle in play. Vinny, looking for the shots, takes down Junior. Molotov down in towards the bottom of the boiler stairs. Yuri with the headshot catches out Shikzilla. Now it's a man advantage in play for Furia. A lot of these rounds have come close, so Furia bringing it close again, but this time Grim wins the battle against Yuri out long. Spongy in the pit, still a very solid setup at the moment for Triumph. Triumph definitely looking pretty solid at the moment. Well, the CTs, if they can keep this up. The one issue is now there's only 1 player over here, and it's an MP9 in the hands of Curry on the B-bomb site. So Furia decide to run in towards him. It's going to be very difficult for him to get much done here. And Grim is very low as well. So if they are to attempt the retake, it's going to be a very effective. Smoke goes down. Curry going for the spam. He's going to find him through the smoke. Caserado take it away. The footsteps heard. And well, that's a good lineup from Curry. That's going to pull the man advantage in favor of Triumph. And Curry does a good job not to overcommit, not giving away his life. Instead, just holds on to that advantage. And now his teammates can come in. Looking to attempt a retake. Henny back in towards Dark, just chilling back with the FAMAS now. He's got a good angle, finding Spongy as they push on through. 2 players coming in from the ruins area. Curry's going to go down. Henny is recovering this round single-handedly. And now it's all under Grim. With the MP9, finds one, goes in for a second, but it's Vinny that takes him down with the Scout. And Furia, force buy after force buy. Doesn't quite work the first times, but this time it pays off. And they will be getting the AKs, the MAC-10s in play. But Triumph, they're going to answer right back. They're going to come back in with a force buy of their own. The economy for both sides is not well built up. But this constant back and forth where you're force buying and force buying, it's never going to favor the CT economy. Eventually it will break. It's just a little bit more expensive to be a CT, unfortunately. So Furia, they have the upper hand in this battle, and they have the upper hand in this round as well. 3 AKs, the 2 MAC-10s, up against the CZ57 Deagle and double MP9 setup. They are getting aggressive. Grim's actually got quite a bit of control now in towards Banana. Art starting to wrap long. It's going to be going around with the MAC-10. Dives in towards Flybridge. Shikzilla who goes down, and Art able to pick him up. Man advantage in play for Furia. Spray coming through. Art gets a second one on the MAC-10. A lot of money being built up, but finally Junior striking. Was hitting some unbelievable shots with the ult, but now doing it on the Deagle. 3rd kill for Junior. Now Caserado and Vinny, the last 2 remaining players. It's just Vinny now. A 1 versus 1 up against Grim. As he's back in the library area. The headshot comes through. Vinny is going to be dinked up, dropped to 57. And now they push through. It's Grim. And it's Vinny that will take the headshot. That's going to be around picked up. Furia. Well, they add another to the collection. Down to the 1v1 though. Definitely made expensive, but finally, like I was saying, this force buy battle eventually has to end once for the... Oh god. Maybe not. They're not listening to me. They don't see any reason. They're going to go for the buy again. Knowing that Furia's economy isn't so great, they're going to be investing yet again. And we've got a real scrappy game of Counter-Strike at the start of Inferno here, ladies and gentlemen. Curry with the CZ, the yellow jacket, pulling off the kill towards Art. And advantage picked up here for Triumph. Will this force might pay off? Will the risk have its reward? Time will only tell as Furia unable to trade this early man advantage just yet. Flash goes up into the apartments. Vinny coming out on the balcony. Now the push from Furia coming up in through towards middle. Yuri at the ruddy. Junior's going to go down. Now the push comes through around this side. Running forward in towards this A bomb site. Spray coming through on the MP9. It's not really working out now. 4 versus 4. Molotov at the ready for Curry. That might just dive itself in towards the bomb site. Yuri trying to get the plant. It's going to go into the right corner. It is going to make things a little too hot to handle for Caserados, who's going to get out of that position. No one falling here on Furia, sinking themselves deep in towards that A bomb site. It's just unwinnable here for Triumph, so they're going to save what they've got. And what a scrappy start this has been. But finally, I think we're going to get a little bit of normality. Well, Furia. 4 AK-47s to the MAC-10 going up against what is a pretty scrappy buy, all things together here from Triumph. Going to be the 2 MP9s in play, the MAC-10, CZ-57, what they said over from the previous. Oh, well, Henny throwing the Molotov. Oh, weird trajectory there. I don't know. That's just a GeoTV bug. Go TV. And well, Fury just taking their time. Got 2 players out towards A long. Currently over here is Spongy with a CZ. The double stack in the balcony. Will they be expecting a second player up here? The answer is just a clear no. And well, Vinny just wildly spraying his AK. We'll eventually get 2 kills from it. Now the site has been taken. Fury just making sure they check every corner. Caserados, some unbelievable movement. Not the best there, but you know, very quick clearing the corners. And now Yuri catching out Grim. It's just Curry into the 1 versus 4 with MAC-10. All the way back into second middle. So this ain't looking good. And it's going to be Furia taking 4-2. Just to remind you, Furia did lose the pistol. They also lost the second round force buy. But they force bought into the third round. And they managed to pick it up. And now that's paid off for them. They're now 4-2 up. The consistent force buys of Triumph have allowed Furia to get into this position. And finally, we're going to get a normal buy into the next round here from Triumph. It's not going to be brilliant. We'll see. Probably the loss bonus is going to help Triumph here a little bit. And yeah, that is going to be a good buy now. Very heavy ult presence on Overpass, so I'm interested to see if that will continue here on Inferno as well. With Sheikh Zola and Junior being quite the proficient duo with those ults. The ult goes into the hands of Junior. It is a glass cannon, so take note of that. That is certainly a weakness. But you'd rather have the ult in his hands than no ult at all. Junior equals American Simple, says Excretion TV. He was hitting some nutty shots in the previous map, I'll give you that. He has certainly looked good. Well, Art is going to take the headshot. Junior gone. So all that investment for the AWP, everything going into it, and Henny... Oh, well, Art just takes his head off. That's unfortunate. And now they can just push in towards the B-bomb site. Curry here with a MAC-10. What's he really going to do realistically? Probably not a whole lot. He does take 1 kill, so Art does fall. Home can get planted, but Triumph take 1 look at their economy and realize, damn, we have to save. So they invest everything into this round. They get the AWP in the hands of Junior. It's picked off. Furia can actually recover that AWP now as well if they want to play with it on the T side. And there's going to be a 5th round on the board now for Furia. Let's see if call coming in from Triumph immediately after losing those players. And they don't want the AWP. They want to keep the rifles. as Henny tosses it out of the map. T-side open can be very difficult, and with the way Furia are playing right now, with the rifles, they feel freed up. They're able to go with these quicker plays, seize a lot of control early on. Certainly not against this approach. I was thinking that myself, the unholy ducky. He did have a little bit of extra cash there that he could have dropped the op on over. But sometimes in the heat of the moment, purchases can be made on already thinking stuff through. It is going to be a pause from Triumph, because this hasn't really been the start they'd be looking for. It could have been perfect. It could have been absolutely fantastic for them. They did find success in the pistol round. They got the second round after that. It was just, they couldn't consistently keep it up against the 4 spies that Furia continuously threw at them. Well, now the AK is in play. Well, a lot of damage done. In fact, Art has just killed himself with his own Molotov. And chat, you're allowed a 1G for that one. That's warranted. But that is, that's not the start you'd be hoping for if you're Furia, and in particular Art, who does burn alive. Well, an unnecessary death, but quite humorous at least. The push coming in towards the side of Kesserado. Looking for the frags on the AK. Gonna be charging them down now, pushes on towards the site wrap, trying to back his Junior with one quick kill. At least gets involved somewhat with the ult, but it's a one and done. And now Yuri, caught through the smoke, is gonna be shut down. It's Curry that takes him away. And now the bomb can get planted. It's Henny and Vinny looking for this. Bomb planted, Triumph. The 4 versus 2. 2-man advantage coming into the retake is certainly looking favorable for them. Henny spotted. Good flashbang from Sheikh Zola. And, well, another one from Sheikh Zola comes through. That'll be a 3rd round on the board from Triumph. And quite the convincing round as well. They only lose Junior. Well, AWP set up here for Triumph again. Junior's been able to get that into his hands. His teammates now quite rich. So this is the comeback from Triumph. You're just tuning in and are unaware, as indicated by the filled-in star below Triumph's name. They are currently a map up in the series. A big performance on Overpass has put them up here. And a very impressive showing overall, really, on that map. So looking forward to seeing what they can do now on Furia's map pick. Inferno is going to be a bit of an uphill battle. But if they can win this, I can certainly be one for the CV. They can take a look at this is a great result, great victory. An uphill battles have been won before. And it's going to be Furia moving through with the opening kill. Grim is going to fall. Curry able to find one back as he dies off the boost. He's under pressure now, aren't able to find it. Headshot collected, and now they can push onto the bomb site. It's Furia that hold the advantage. And well, that's probably just going to be the safe call. Furia are quite good at just sinking themselves deep into the site immediately and getting those important opening jewels. And they're also quite good at not getting traded effectively. And you notice in a lot of the rounds that they won an overpass. It was on that B bomb site where they would just get those first 2 kills and be so quick to seize the bomb site with that utility that it would force Triumph to immediately save. They don't give them the option to get back in for the retake. When you take a look at the amount invested into this round for Triumph, they realize, okay, going for this unfavorable retake, being a man down already, trying to get back in that B bomb site, we've got to waste everything we've got. It's better off just saving this into the next round. And Furia will go up to 6 rounds on the board now on the T side. Pulse coming in. Can confirm it is Furia. We have call for this one. P90. Well, this is going to be fun. If there was a player to pick it up, it would be Art. We'll see if he can do anything with it. The 4 AK-47s here for Furia as well. Triumph with the AWP for Junior. The buy's looking good across the board now. Furia coming into this. They know this is an important round. Hence the tactical timeout. Well, okay. Alright, just walking forward. The P90 cutting through them on the B-bomb site. No trades yet from the CT side. And they charge on in. Art has got so much control already. Vinny is going to be here. But Grim from the back lines. That's a good double. And he's still alive. Goes back. It's a third kill. This is huge from Grim. Single-handedly holding stead here for Triumph. He eventually will fall through the smoke. Henny gets rid of him. And it's a 2 versus 2, but he's made this doable. He's made this winnable for his team. And the Molotov is going to go through. Ketsurado and Henny now trying to play the post plant. Henny's going to go back to new box. You have Ketsurado off towards Banana. That smoke down towards CT is real solid here from Ketsurado. That's going to buy some extra time, but a smoke comes in front of his face as well. In towards Banana. He's going to walk in front of it instead. Now crosses to Barbecue. Molotov goes towards new box. It's going to force Henny out of position. And he goes down in towards Dark. But Ketsurado just waiting behind the grill, ready for it. Junior with the ult now. 2 players, 2 different angles. Impossible to win, unfortunately. And it's going to be Furia with a 7th round added to the tally. Unfortunate there for Grim. He did a lot. He did everything he possibly could. Loses his 2 teammates early on into the round and tries to stand tall from the back of the bomb site, and that's huge from Grim, but unfortunately can't make it happen. And now Furia, AK-47s in play, utility, everything you could like. Triumph now on their last leg, so a few players economically speaking, but it's Junior off to a good start. Currently 10 and 9. He has had a few rounds where he's been overrun on that B side of the map. But he's still positive in kills, so definitely a solid talent here. Oh, man, advantage. Or Triumph into round number 11. Now the push coming through. It's going to be Furia charging their way in towards the bomb site. Curry at the ready with the MP9 spraying away. Yuri's going to get up on top, but well, it's not working out well here. Spam comes in. It's going to be Yuri and Ketsurado with the 2 kills. It's suddenly pulled back in favor of Furia. They have the B-bomb side again. And do Triumph even have a chance at this retake? It really has been deja vu for them. Lose the B-bomb site and then save again. And this B site is certainly a weakness that Furia are exploiting time and time again. You can see a big hold from Grim in the previous, but it wasn't enough to even get it over the line for them. They just keep hemorrhaging players at the start of the round here towards the side of the map when Furia decided to go here. Even had the early advantage thanks to Junior at the start of the round, but still couldn't make it happen. Furia are going to go to 8 rounds. Well, 8-3. P90 again. Let's go. Art has it in his hands. He did some crazy stuff with it. It's a weird trajectory, isn't it, Fidel? Seen some, seen that happen a few times now. Be interested to see if Art decides just to run shoot up Banana again with his P90. Because it has been working. And you know the old saying, the old cliche, don't fix it if it ain't broke. I mean, cliches are cliches because they're true, right? So let's see if Art continues that quick stats. But actually, towards second middle they go. And they're avoiding Banana this time. Perhaps expecting Triumph to have adapted and to be ready for it. Tossing a little bit of utility to play more passive now towards the B side of the map. And what's a quicker play to the balcony. Spongy throws the Molotov. That's going to prevent Art from diving out of the balcony and on in towards the site. And he's just going to sit back. The Molotov burns in the apartments. Flashbang coming up over the top from Yuri. Molotov now to the back of the pit. Now Yuri comes forward. Junior under pressure. Push coming on towards the side itself. Nice kill. Junior able to pick up one. Goes for the no-scope. It's to the head of Furia. That's going to be huge. It's going to be Henny, Katsurado, and Vinny suddenly pulling it back though. And a 2 versus 2 with the bomb plant coming through. Katsurado now sticks to the back of the site while Vinny holds the mini pit. Grim and Curry look for a way back in for the retake. It has been an absolute bloodbath here on this A-bomb site in the round. And the flash goes up from Grim. He's been brilliant in this series so far. And they're going to move in together as a unit using their utility. But held off by the Molotov at the moment. The nade's going to go through. Doesn't land, unfortunately. Katsurado locked in the bomb site, trying to hold on as Curry runs forward, tries to get involved here, but it's Katsurado now into the 1 versus 1. Vinny hits the deck in the pit, and Grim looking for the clutch. He runs over the top, the spray is there, and is there enough time? No, there's just not enough time to get it done. He's going to have to flee the scene, and that's going to be Furia with a 9th round on the board. Grim, a very valiant effort, but unfortunately, that Molotov actually cost him so much time, and they can't get back in. And it's going to be another round added to the collection of Furia. This game feels closer, and it is closer than the scoreline may suggest, right? We've had a lot of close rounds now going down to the 2v2s. It's just those few rounds that Furia have been able to pick up as they run in towards B. And also the start that they got, they give them a little bit of a bonus because we've seen the strange force buy scenario come through over and over again for like the first 6 or 7 rounds. So it has been a scrappy game, that is for sure. Well, Junior looking for the pick. Furia not slowing down at all here. You see, Triumph have now been conditioned to not fight for Banana, to not go around that corner. Fury have dominated those battles, and so instead immediately concede the site and play more defensive. Fury have forced their hand in this respect. Triumph have not been able to compete those battles early on against Furia in towards Banana. So have adjusted. Now the push comes up. Furia take control of top Banana. Rotation coming through. 4 players now alive towards this B-bomb side. But Fury through the smoke. Katsurado getting a kill as well. That's going to be Grim that goes down. And Sheikh Zola with a double. Katsurado gets one on the AK. He'll continue to frag. Another kill for him. 3 in the round already. Goes for the quad kill, but it's Spongy with the 3K. They all line up for him. And that is just a plethora of corpses on the floor. Furia, they had that round in the bag, but Spongy is just the hero. Pops off and saves the day for Triumph. They're going to get a 4th round, a round they desperately needed. It's going to be double figures for Furia. Now it's Furia that have gone for the tactical timeout. I want to make sure that they don't go into this next round with Triumph having that hype momentum, right? Furia got to figure out how to break this down immediately. Now the push going down in towards Banana. Furia sending players up towards top middle. It's Art that goes around the corner. Junior able to find Art. A nice kill from Vinny. Headshot on towards Sheikh Zola. Now 4 versus 4 as they push out. Vinny gonna dive out of the balcony into the pit. Spongy here. Smoke going down as the players continue to run forward. Utility will come in towards the A-bomb site, looking to limit the positions of the CTs. What information gathered with the ticks of the fire. And where Yuri is going to spam through the smoke, catching out Spongy. Katsurado also connected on the Curry, and it does leave Junior and Grim into a 2 versus 4. Now, this just isn't winnable. They realize that quickly. And they're going to save into the last round of the half. Open M4 at least being carried over here. There's not going to be a whole lot to play with for Triumph. It's looking like Furia will be looking to take 11 overall at the half. That is the most likely of outcomes on paper, but we'll see. Saving this open M4 certainly increased the chances for Triumph in winning the next round. So we'll see if they can get it done. But Furia, much better here on Inferno than that of Overpass. A little bit more convincing in this half, especially in the gun rounds where they've done a lot more. They come into the last round of the half. It's Furia. Again, just rifles. Absolutely no AWP presence on this T side. I don't even recall one AWP being purchased this entire half from Furia, so very much a rifle-based team on the T side of Inferno. And it's going to be Art that takes down Curry early on, looking for more, but it's Grim that swings and takes him down. 4 versus 4, important trade, and that's one of the times that Triumph have actually been able to fight effectively towards Top Banana early in the round. For the most part, it's been Furia dominating that battle. The smoke goes up in towards the site. Yuri, the utility. Drop that into the bomb site itself. Flashbang heads around the corner. Follow-up flashes as well as they move forward. It's going to be Grim up on top of the boost. The first and the second kill. They'll look for a little bit more here. He's been an absolute god on this B-bomb site at times. And now he's finally going to be dealt with. That nade will finish him off. Unfortunately, that is the end of Grim in round number 15. Henny and Casterado, though. A 2 versus 2. Junior's going to fall, and Henny takes down his own teammate. They line up. They eclipse each other. And now it's Henny, the 1 versus 1. Taps to try and pull Shikzilla into the open. His view model now disappeared. And he will try to move forward, looking to catch out Henny. The spray coming through. Henny now sitting back, 34 HP. As Shikzilla looks for the kill, he'll make it happen. It's 10-5. It's time for a short break, but we'll be right back after this.
Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I know my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah. Yeah. Black sheep, black sheep, black sheep, black sheep. I don't even write no more, man.
Tell him, yo, God, can't you come over?
On my contract commando, pulling up with clips extendo. That's no game Nintendo. I don't ever run out of ammo. I'm gon' need me a benzo. No fake friends, no pretend. No, think I might have found my 10. Oh, posted up in my tent. Watch your man go dumb, go stupid. If you're the best, then prove it. Got no words, be quiet, stay moving. I got a bag, won't lose it. Watch your man go dumb, go stupid. If you're the best, then prove it. Got no words, be quiet, stay moving. I got a bag, won't lose it. Lose it. Get substituted. You're not recruited. Cause you're too damn scared to use it. The truth is, you're useless. What? I'm ruthless. Yeah, I've proved this. Keep capping, I'ma leave you toothless. What? You're so dumb to choose this. Yeah. Ain't gone outside, I make it work. I'm in my bag. That's every purse on my back. Is that your girl? She got it. She make it twerk. And why you mad? I got her first. You say you rap, you got a verse. I say the swag, you probably hurt. Back to the lab, you gotta search. On my conscious commando. Yeah. Pulling up with clips extendo. That's no game Nintendo. I don't ever run out of ammo. I'm gon' need me a benzo. No fake friends, no pretend. No, think I might have found my 10. Oh, posted up in my tent. Watch your man go dumb, go stupid. If you're the best, then prove it. Got no words, be quiet, stay moving. I got a bag, won't lose it. Watch your man go dumb, go stupid. If you're the best, then prove it. Got no words, be quiet, stay moving. I got a bag, won't lose it.
Why are these boys so stupid? Counting me out now, I'm counting my money. I'm probably gon' cop me a new wrist. Y'all gon' think I'm a nuisance. New sound, know me, who this? Yep, I made some improvements. Me and the gang been bowling. Your shawty gon' think we're the coolest. LSA say we got clips. We bout to make it a movie. I make a hit I can't miss.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half. It's Furia taking on Triumph here in ESL Pro League Season 12 NA Qualifier. We've got ourselves Furia up 10-5. Currently a map down in the series, so it's a must-win here on Inferno, while Triumph looking for the pistol win. They have been struggling a little bit more here on this map, but there has been signs of life. It was a scrappy back and forth at the start of this game, while Furia came out on top. It's Vinny to start things off with the first headshot, but Grim, who's been just brilliant in this best of 3, gets a double kill. Shixella backs him up, and Junior, well, they're not expecting his position, as he'll clean up the pistol in the end, and it's going to be Triumph with a 6th round. A must-win pistol going their way, and that's Furia just getting dispatched of. Immediately, we should be seeing Furia go with a buy then here, because Art has bought up Kevlar. Yuri as well. Oh, it's a Nova. I love watching Art. I love casting Art. He always has the ability just to buy these random weapons that make them work. And while the Nova's coming out in force, it's Kesserado and Art having them in play. Triumph have got the 1 AK in the hands of Grim, the Mac 10s for the rest. They can make this happen. They certainly can. It's going to be Yuri with 1 kill. Junior picked off. Spongy walking around the corner with a Mac 10. Catches out Yuri. Vinny with 1 on the deagle. And now a man advantage in play for Furia into this strange force buy. Seen someone point out in chat that Furia can struggle in the pistol rounds, but their strength in the second round force buys is unparalleled. Well, so far, it is looking good, but Grim is going to find an important kill that draws it back into a 3v3. They move forward. A couple of players now low, though, for Triumph, especially Grim on 24, Spongy on 41, and while Grim does catch Henny, nonetheless, he'll walk right into the waiting arms of Vinny, who now has an AK-47 and full Kevlar to play with. Bomb plant comes in towards the A-bomb site. Spongy's going to get himself the plant, and his teammate now down into mini pit as well, so this is certainly going to be difficult to pull off the retake. There isn't a kit, so they need to kills quickly here. Vinny coming off the top of the balcony. Spam can be did. Shixella does a lot of damage, and Vinny under so much pressure. Spongy just tucks in the corner. Kesserado dispatched over. Now Vinny almost confirmed that he was going to find death there. That's going to be Spongy just spamming through the smoke. A 7th round picked up for Triumph. They survived the 2nd round force buy. And while that's an important step in the right direction here in the second half, Furia, do they go for another 4th? The answer is no. You can't really do that as much on the CT side. So at least we'll get a little bit of normality at the start of the half in comparison to what happened in the first. So 10-7 it is going to be the triple Mac 10 setup. A good chance for Triumph to build that economy up, to build up a lot of money. Furia now just in a situation where they're just biding their time, looking to get this round over and done with. So move into the important rounds after this. Well, good kill. Casterado peeking in towards middle, finds an early frag for Furia. Into a round they really shouldn't be doing a whole lot in. Spongy will get rid of Henny. Gets the trip back in. Just a Mag 10 picked up, so not the end of the world here for Triumph. Casterado into the apartments with Art as they walk together through the corner. It's the first player jumping to offset the crosshair. Grim does get dinked up, and now he's going to be dropping back into the pit. Art up in the balcony. Yuri looking to tap with the P250. And Casterado is just going to drop back now. It's going to be push coming through. Spongy able to find Art. Now we've got ourselves a 4 versus 2. Player dropping over in Furia. Hopefully that gets resolved real quick. Casterado just setting up in the apartments now, just biding the time. Probably trying to wait for the teammate to get back in. There we go. Henny returns to the server. And it will be an 8th round picked up here for Triumph if Casterado looks for a couple of exit frags. Mag 10 though is going to find a nice amount of cash here. There we go. Curry with a double. Money added to the bank account. And that is going to be 10th hit on the board. Triumph. They are now 2 rounds away from tying things up. Double op set up immediately for Furia. So throughout the entire first half, we did not see the op come in at all. So now that we get over to the CT half, obviously a much more comfortable time for them. It's going to be that double op setup between Art and Henny. I'm looking forward to seeing this come through. It's working well. Initial kill picked up. Man advantage in play for Furia in towards Banana. And now they can just sit back. It's looking like a pretty good start here for the Furia side. Art's going to walk forward. Checking into the right side. Currently 1 player waiting. It's Grim that's going to go down. Art able to pick it up. And now 2-man advantage in play for Furia. They're going to start walking forward. Vinny catching out Sponges. The utility continues to bombard the area. Not a single kill coming in, unfortunately, here for Triumph. A perfect start into the round here for Furia. As soon as they get those rifles in play, the answer is not the one Triumph would have liked to have seen. Luckily, Junior is able to find 1, and that's Vinny completely neutralized. But the round is certainly at the bike here for Furia. Going to be 11 to 8 on the board. And that isn't the start into the gun rounds that Triumph would have been looking for. Not even able to compete, really. Art just dominates the opening battles, falls back into the B-bomb site, and is able to show up as well. Well, Junior catches out Art. At least that's one of the ops gone. And any damage that he can do here really is a bonus. He kind of wants to die before time. You don't want to be dropped after the time here. And luckily, Henny will do so now. Double op setup recovered. And an AK as well for Yuri. So the spoils of war looking quite beautiful here for Furia as they now bolster their buy. It's going to be Triumph looking down the barrel of a pretty scrappy affair. They're going to be calling for a timeout here. Discussing what they need to do coming into this next round. Knowing Furia have just answered immediately with a huge gun round win. Curry has some money in the bank, so he can definitely drop on over. And the buy, not looking too bad here. Not looking too shabby whatsoever here for Triumph. It is the Galil, the only real weakness here. The rest looking good. And over on Furia, it's a double op setup. The AK, M4, and the FAMAS in the hands of Casterado. Furia win this one. They're going to be feeling very comfortable here on Inferno. Couldn't quite get it over the line and Overpass. Triumph definitely looked like a real solid force there. Oh, Furia. Good start again. It's Art this time in towards Banana. Catching out Curry. And well, eliminating him early, certainly giving a huge advantage on over towards Furia, as they can just turtle up. They just leave Art on that B bomb site on his own while the rest stack up in towards this A bomb site. There's no one even close by to rotate back to B. That's how confident they are that this is going to be an A hit from the T side, and how confident they are in Art. And he is the man calling, so this is certainly interesting. He looks down in towards Banana. What is the call here from Mr. Art? The push is carrying through. He's gonna leg Spongy, but no kill. Now the rotation happening to come through. The nade is gonna hold Spongy back at the moment. Good utility usage, delaying them further. The team coming up in towards the site now, waiting for the rotations, but it's Art with another one. Can he get more? Of course he can. Loads of kills coming in for Art here. A huge hold. He nearly gets to flick up, but unfortunately not landing that. And Chickzilla is finally putting Art to the grave. Vinny though, a nuisance inside the smoke, manages one. Can't deny the bomb plant, but will clean up the round. And that's Furia with another on the board. Art is a one-man army. Back-to-back 3K to that AWP. Well, it's just pistols here for Triumph coming into this next round. It's not looking great for them. Well, Curry takes down Vinny. And he's going to be looking for the pick kill. Takes down Spongy as well. Kill coming through. It's going to be... Oh my god, the no-scope as well. Finally, he's overrun. He has just been the bane of their existence in towards Banana since he's got this AWP in his hands. Junior under pressure is 26 HP. Smoke is going to go down. Now Junior looking over the top. Catches the AWP. Tosses it away so they can't save that into the next one. A small note to take a look at that. That's just Junior left alone. It's going to be 13 rounds on the board here for Furia. Starting to see a third map on the horizon. Exploration from Furia as they go in towards middle, trying to figure out what Junior is. They would love to eliminate him. But he is so far removed that they just won't find him in time now. He will carry this M4 into the next, but 13 to 8 on the board now for Furia. Triumph called a tactical pause back at 11-8, and that hasn't really reaped too many rewards. They will have a buy here on the T side, so they certainly will be able to invest. But it's starting to get to the point now where they just need round wins. If this gets any further, well, we are starting to look at Furia probably just taking us to that third map. Well, it's going to be Curry going back up into the Banana. It's going to be Art spotted, taken down. Good kill coming in early from Curry. That's going to be the advantage that Triumph so desperately want and also need coming into this round. They struggled at those opening battles ever since Art has been on that AWP. He is out here eliminated. Now the push coming through. Triumph starting to walk up through middle. Flashes up into the air. It's just Yuri here on the A-bomb side at the moment. It's got to be a big rotation coming through, and he's got to be huge here. He's peeking out from Graveyard, and he's going to be caught immediately. I think that has to be the safe call from Furia. Good round from Triumph, actually. Really solid stuff from Curry. Just getting those two important kills. They swarm the A-bomb site. Fury go for the gamble stack towards B, and it doesn't pay off. And that is going to be a round on the board for Triumph. 13-9. They haven't won a round in a very long time. And finally, back to winning ways. Can they turn this into consistent success? Because yesterday, I know against a weaker team than Triumph in the form of Infinity, when they won a round, they finally got one on the board. Furia were really good at sort of smothering that immediately and stopping any potential momentum from building up. So Triumph have got to try and make this consistent success. They can't afford to just win one here and go on straight back to the loss, right? Because that's going to allow Furia to just take control of the game again. Important times ahead for them just to consistently break down this economy and try and work their way back into things. 13-9 for Triumph on the comeback here. Double up setup in play yet again. Art is currently 16-22, but a lot of important kills in this second half. Utility going down in towards Banana early on. Going to be significant battles going on here with Utility just bombarding all over the place. Serrato playing aggressively here. Art getting up on top of his head, wanting to take those battles in towards Banana early on. He should be good for at least one, but the flashbang is actually going to neutralize his position, and he's forced away. No early advantage again here for Art. He's still sticking around though, and he's kind of locked in here. He's going to find one, hides behind the sandbags, now relying on his teammate to help him out here. Serrato charging through, using the smoke to get rid of the Molotov, and Art is just crazy, but the lineup from Grim is a double kill. Looking for the third here on the Glock as well, but it's Yuri who takes down Curry. Art will get another one somehow, still alive here. I just have no idea how this guy is still alive right now. His teammate's bailing him out, the smoke's coming through, the Utility bombarding his position. And now Henny waits patiently to be called into action. He's been quietly waiting in the pit for this moment. And now they come towards him. Just Junior remaining, looking for the clutch. And he hides in the pit and waits for his teammates to get into a better position. Junior does take that kill on towards Henny. And the smoke up will allow him to get a better position. But he's stuck in the mini pit now. Art scoped in. He'll be tagged up. Junior doing damage on the two players now. Eventually will fall. Yuri gets a 14th round here for Furia. And now they're 2 away from victory here on second map. Final map will be Mirage for those asking in chat. So 14-9 for Furia right now. Having a great time at the moment. We triumph with the purchase up. The AK-47s, 4 in play. Galil in the hands of Spongy. They lose this one. It's probably done here on Inferno. We'll be looking to Mirage. See if they can have the comeback. Got the map up already. If you are just tuning in, we're here on map number 2. It is Inferno. Map pick of Furia. They lost Overpass. Triumph showed up with a great performance there, but Inferno has been a far more difficult affair. Push coming through. It's going to be Henny waiting by. Nice shot. Flashed. Takes the kill towards Curry. Looking for a little bit more here. It's Yuri with 1 kill through the smoke. Spongy's going to fall. And well, it's going to be Junior with the kill. Grim coming back in as well. Vinny able to find Grim. And we're back into a 3 versus 2. The push comes forward with just a minute left on the clock. Shigzola stuck in the hay bales. His head goes over the top. And Vinny is going to take him down easily. It's just on to Junior. Into a 1 versus 3. What can he hope to pull off with his AWP? He had an opportunity in the previous. Well, there's the chance. Serrato, he's going to fall, and that's the B-bomb site completely open. Junior starts to sprint over towards the other side of the map, and he has a Molotov as well to buy him a little bit of extra time. He's going to toss that into Banana. Art held off for the moment, and well, bomb can come through. Now Junior, he heads back to Dark using the pillar. Would love to turn this into a 1 versus 1 fight, but that is not going to be easy at all. Furia going to play together. Vinny low in HP, but Art back inside of Banana with the AWP himself. He'll start to walk forward back into the B-bomb site. Utility coming in. Vinny now just waiting patiently, not giving anything away. Now Art moves into the site. Junior has the angle. That's another kill. Now a 1 versus 1. Vinny's going to fall. What a clutch from Junior. Saves the day. And it's a 4K overall for him. A huge round. A great read to sprint to the B-bomb site. Good initiative. And it's another round picked up here for Triumph. They're not done yet. Money in the bin for Furia. Triumph should be getting 11th here. And they're right back into the game. Well, Triumph have called for the tactical pause here. Realizing the gravity of the situation right now. Now moving forward, Furia have gone for the force buy investment. A lot rides on this. They lose this, right? And their money is gone. Triumph probably get a few more. And who knows then? Might not be done yet. Hard to see a way in which Furia don't at least confirm a map point. But who knows? Maybe they can fight back for overtime at a certain point. Still hoping that they can win regulation, although that is unlikely due to the fact that Triumph have struggled to put rounds together. Henny is going to peek down in towards second middle. Spongy's going to fall. Henny with the headshot. Now man advantage picked up for Furia into a force buy round. Now this is scary for Triumph. This has got to be the good reply. And while Curry is going to find Art in the corner. A good kill picked up as we look at a corpse for a very long time. It's great to see. And now the push comes through. On towards the site. It's going to be Vinny with 1 kill. Grim gone. 2 versus 3 now as they head on towards the site. Vinny charges through the smoke looking for the second. He's got that as well. The force buy paying off for Furia as we head into the possible last round here of Inferno. You take a look at what Triumph have. It's not looking good. And it had to be a round win. And it doesn't go their way. They let it slide. Now Triumph. Well, it's just pistols in play here. A Galil for Grim. Over on Furia, it's the AWP for Henny. The rifles and the SMGs in play as well. Utility coming through. Triumph going for the fast play in towards the B-bomb site, hoping they can make it happen. But Art's going to be there with the easy kills. 1 kill picked up for him. Kesserado going to fall. And now the kills continue to come through. Junior with a deagle trying to get involved. He's going to fall as well. And there it is. Furia will take the map. They'll force us to the third. It's going to be Mirage coming up. And well, Triumph definitely looked a lot better and a lot more comfortable on Overpass. At this point on Inferno, they couldn't really find that consistent success. They couldn't get rounds strung together. And unfortunately, that does mean they're going to have to go to a third and hope to try and pull off this upset. Furia, they bounce back on the second map. A much more convincing performance. Join us after the break to find out if Furia can close it 2-1 or will Triumph pull off the upset.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Charge up your game with excitement. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG Bet.
The trust might sue me. The way I be stacking my chips, stack it up. Probably the bank gon' sue me. Watch your man go dumb, go stupid, cause your mans can't fool me.
My contra commando, pulling up with clips extendo. That's no game Nintendo. I don't ever run out of ammo. I'm gon' need me a benzo. No fake friends, no pretend. Think I might have found my tempo. Posted up in my tempo. Watch your man go dumb, go stupid. If you're the best, then prove it. Got no words, be quiet, stay moving. I got a bag, won't lose it. Watch your man go dumb, go stupid. If you're the best, then prove it. Got no words, be quiet, stay moving. I got a bag, won't lose it.
Sitting on a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what I wanna be, questioning my destiny, only knowing what I see. I don't even realize I've already made a path, and I can change it anytime. I can't take it back. I know what I want, but it seems so damn far away. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said I know I empower those who dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody. Then you better use it. Tell yourself day after day it's time to prove it. No days off, keep the hustle moving. Wanna see you be what you wanted to be, prove it. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody.
double cross them. Moving through the city like it's Gotham. They told me get one, so I got one. Stop saying you're a boss when you not one. You ain't sacrificed, nah, you ain't lost none. All over the gram like you got a bag. You ain't big dog, we ain't hear none of that. I'm in the gym looking like a running back. How you know the flow, got 'em coming back. Who I was in the past, I'm unattached. Only focus in this moment is bringing the summer back. Oh, respect my grind, elevate souls and I spread good vibes. Young divine, you know I gotta shine. Raise your hands for a good time. Aight.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
bringing summer to
drop.
you.
Oh, ready, let's go. Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. Cause you know like I know. We'll take it round and round.
Yo, hold up, let me switch my flow up. Back in high school, they were telling me I'll blow up. Doing talent shows and man, everyone will show up. Got in an accident and still made it for them to go nuts. You know what? I'm so so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide. And with the rhymes that make the dimes, I'll close their eyes and fantasize. Young divine calling their phone number. Yeah. No, you know I love it. What's up, babe? And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats on stages for their ones gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young black successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
bringing summer to
drop.
you.
Oh, ready, let's go. Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. Cause you know like I know. We'll take it round and round again.
Elohim, you home? Can't you come over?
Ayy, I know my way to the paper. All of my women look tailored. It costs a few thousand, it's tailored. Can't drop a dime in the sidewalk. I'm in the room with the bosses. All of our pockets look gorgeous, ayy. You'll see the boys in the Forbes, ayy. Constantly plotting, we want this, ayy. I need my bag and clips extended, ayy. Blast you haters to fragments, ayy. Got no time for the cameras, cause I might just pull the extension, ayy. Young, back to the basics. Get in that bag on occasion. She top it until she get brainless, hey. Damn it, I love to be famous. Ayy, I'm in my bag, I don't have to brag, no. Ayy, she's watching me stack as a water, my cap and fold. Ayy, if I spend it all, it's just cause I'm racking more. Ayy, you so 10 in a back, you know I'm not capping, bro. Whoa, moving too fast, you probably thought it's a ghost. Whoa, stack it up, been doing the most. Whoa, moving too fast, yeah, I just hopped in a ghost. Whoa, stack it up, I've been doing the most.
Ayy, I got nothing to lose. I ain't got nothing else to prove. I see they all tryna shoot. Ashamed though, cause I'm bulletproof. Can't touch me, I'm up on the roof. I'm catching bodies, hiding all the proof. I make them disappear like poof. Just like that, you're gone for good. Little baby say she wants the wood. Man, I'm so misunderstood. Done playing games when you want the goods. Really did start from the bottom. Those moments can't be forgotten. And they been trying to see how I got it. Just know they the least I bought it. I bought it.
Ayy, I'm in my bag, I don't have to brag, no. Ayy, she's watching me stack as a water, my cap and fold. Ayy, if I spend it all, it's just cause I'm racking more. Ayy, you so 10 in a back, you know I'm not capping, bro. Whoa, moving too fast, you probably thought it's a ghost. Whoa, stack it up, been doing the most. Whoa, moving too fast, yeah, I just hopped in a ghost. Whoa, stack it up, I've been doing the most.
I was born like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Gaming Malta, Mountain Dew Game Fuel, CS Money, MSI, GG Bet, and ESEA.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ESL Pro League Season 12. It's the NA Qualifier here. My name is Dinko. I'm going to be your caster for the rest of this series. We've got Triumph taking on Furia. We've got a knife round. We're going to get to see it this time. And here on the third map, well, Furia, just after a pretty good showing on Inferno, we'll send this here. Triumph got off to a good start, taking down Furia on Overpass. It was their map pick to start things off. They looked good on it. Triumph, really, really solid, very impressive stuff. Second map was always going to be an uphill battle against Furia, but now we're on to Mirage. This is going to be a map where we're going to get to see the individual shine. I think obviously we have to favor Furia coming into this, but I'm excited to see what Triumph can show us. They've already impressed me enough to take the map off of Furia, but obviously this team will want to try and take the win. Take the Furia scalp here. We get into the pit stop, and it's going to be Triumph on the T side, Furia with a CT side start. Immediately, Art is going to be here with the Molotov and the Flashbang. The rest are going to be on Kevlar. Another push coming in towards the A bomb site from Triumph. Flashes up into the air. As they continue to push on through, they'll be looking for those initial headshots, but it's going to be Yuri that starts things off well alongside Henny with the kills, and now Vinny doing a little bit of work as he takes down Junior, and the cleanups in from Furia. They win a pistol, and they were struggling on the pistols on Inferno, but they managed to get it done here, and now they're off to the good start. We'll see if they can keep this up now going into the second round. Triumph didn't get a bomb plant. They didn't get anywhere near the bomb site. So if they can't get that effective force buy that we've seen come through quite often. So it's just going to be a relatively easy round here for Furia. Why did they knife? So it's only fair that you... So the way it works here at the ESL format is if you pick a map, the other team gets to pick what side they start on. And then with the third map, obviously, no one actually picks this map, so you've got to decide who starts on which half based on the knife round. So that's how that works. It's only on the third map decider in this tournament format. Well, push comes through, and it's going to be Art taking down Spongy with a USP. Yuri and Henny stepping up for the rest, and Art with the nade kill at the end seals the deal. 5 players stay alive. Furia off to the floor of the start. Not losing a single player in that round, but here comes the buy from Triumph. They're going to get the AKs out in hand. Utility out and play as well for the rest of them. Galileo here for Sheikh Zula, who had a bit of a rough performance at times there on Inferno, but for the most part, looking good here for Triumph's buy. We'll see if Fury can get anything done here. It's early on, Henny with the AWP. I love watching Henny up on this map. It's definitely one of the more exciting aspects of Counter-Strike. Art taking one. Shixella is going to fall. Second kill from Art as well. Another push comes through. It's Triumph. They look to walk away into the bomb site. Yuri going to spray away. Gets one on towards Spongy. Grim able to find one. And now Junior and Grim. 2 versus 4. They're going to jump around and come through The connector again to try and get back into this bomb site. Gets her out of trending weapons. That's now an M4 and more Grim. It was very impressive actually throughout this entire series so far. I'm going to be there with the kill. Henny going to fall. And now it's 2 versus 2. Good kill from Castorado on towards Grim. And now it's only Junior, the last remaining player now for Triumph. He pulled off a big clutch for them on Inferno. He has to do it again early here. And if he can pull this off, that would be very, very impressive. And what Art sits back in CT spawn, forced all the way back into the spawn itself. Castorado just down in the connector now. 30 seconds left on the clock is all they have to hold on for, Furia. They're not giving him the fights. They're not giving him the opportunity to turn it into 2-1 versus 1s. $15 now on play. Junior tapping the bomb on towards default. And we'll check over towards the site. Now committing to the plant. Again, taps, pulls it into the open. Nearly gets the lineup. That would have been ridiculous if Junior had managed to get that second shot off. But it is 3-0. Op saved over from Castorado as well. And Furia. Well, that's a good start for them. Take a look at what Triumph can do in this one. It's not going to be a whole lot. A couple of pistols maybe invested across the board, but Furia have done a good job of getting off to a perfect start. Yeah, they lose players in the last round, but because Triumph don't have any money, really, this economy can actually grow still from Furia. All about the damage Triumph can do here. Furia will look to try and limit the casualties. Well, Grim's gonna go down. Spongy looking for the taps. He's gonna take down Art through the smoke, and now they move up in towards the bomb site. Triumph now just with the pistols. Castorado sitting back in jungle as they continue to run forward. It's gonna be Castorado with 1 kill. Junior gonna go down, and Yuri, well, he's there for the spray. He'll do damage now. It's just Curry as he won't get shut down by Yuri. 4-0. They lose 2 players, but for the most part, rather clean here from Furia. Triumph at the ready. Utility being tossed up in towards the A site. We've got Henny off towards the top of the connector. Yuri down in towards CT spawn. And they're going to go up in towards Palace. The bomb now dropped over towards ramp. Triumph looking for a little bit of success here in a very important gun round. Triumph at the ready now. Execute ready for the A bomb site. 3 players in towards the ramp barrier. 2 from Palace. It's the A split. And now it comes in. The execute up. Smokes, Molotovs, flashes as they deploy it towards the A bomb site. It's going to be Yuri sitting back here behind the triple box. The Molotov burning him away as they move forward. It's Curry with the first shot through the smoke. Spongy helping him. And well, this is looking good. 2-man advantage picked up for Triumph, and they're going to go for the bomb plant. Junior punches in the digits, gets the extra cash at least, and also probably confirms the round now, because you can't retake too effectively with these double op setups. So, lack of utility, lack of chances, and well, lack of money here for Furia. They're going to be backing away, saving into the next one, and it's Triumph who will be taking themselves victory in their first round. Round number 5. Took a while, but Triumph finally get one on the board. $19 Santos with probably a meme prediction, but it's a bold one if it is serious. A 16-4 win for Triumph. Don't know if I really get behind that. Yeah, but good stuff from Triumph. Really good stuff. Finding those 2 initial kills. Furia get immediately locked out of the site. Retaking with a double op, like utility again, very difficult. So Furia had to concede. And when we take a look at what they have right now, it is going to be the double op setup for Henny and Art. The Mass for Vinny, M4 for Yuri, and Castorado just on the MP9. So not the greatest purchase here from Furia. And well, that's a good start. It's Art taking the kill on towards Shikzilla. A man advantage in play for Furia. I was looking through the Triumph players when I was researching for this game, and when I take a look at one of the player profile pictures, it is, just let me reconfirm, Spongy. He really looks like the NA version of Disco Doppelin. Pushing in towards the site, it's Grim with 1 kill, Yuri gone. Grim looking for another one. That's a good double kill. Curry is going to be there shutting down Henny, who was standing on default. And that's round done. Again, another effective 8-take coming in from Triumph. And a second round picked up. If there's any questions whether or not Triumph are going to be able to battle early here on Mirage, well, they have been answered. Furia left, saving again. Carrying the AWP into the next round here alongside Art with the AK-47. Solid stuff from Triumph. Yes, the weaker purchase from Furia. Definitely a lot of weaker guns in play. Second round now picked up. Triumph making it happen. Now we do see Furia. That's a question what they can do now. Do they go for just the full eco on the remaining players? I think that's probably the call that has to be made. You can get a couple of pistols dropped over around this AK and AWP. You get a few deagles sprinkled in. We know they're very capable players on the deagles. And having the AWP in the hands of Art and the AK for Caserato, capable players, they can certainly pop off in this kind of round. So you want to give yourself a chance to win it, while also having an opportunity to make this happen. We take a look. It is going to be a Triumph timeout here. Realizing what's coming up is certainly a difficult affair in the next few rounds. But this round, it should be a round for Triumph. It should be one they pick up. Should be 4-3 now. But who knows with Furia having an AWP and an AK and the deagles in play. You never really know what they can muster together. Triumph. They got Junior back on the ramp. Fleeing the scene. As he runs back now into spawn, he'll just take his time. Furia onto them to see what they can do. Known for their aggression. Quite a lot of them. Well, Art, certainly the player, probably most famous for it. He will catch out Spongy in the apartments, taking him down. Early kill coming in, aggression again towards Palace, paying off here for Yuri. Now the push coming through from Triumph, 2 men down already against the weaker purchase from Furia. Remember, it was just the save rifles, the AWP and the AK, alongside a couple of Eagles that were dropped over. Well, it's looking good, they're cleaning up. Not a single kill for Triumph in this round yet. And while Art will continue to keep the clean sheet, it's just Shikzilla, and they don't lose a single player. Furia keep all 5 alive. And look at that, they get every 8k as well. Oh, this is just perfect for Furia. Now they can have so much money left over in reserve. They've completely recovered their economy. Oh, that is just heartbreaking for Triumph. That was such an important round. They even took a tactical pause before it as well. They will invest into this. They will get a buy. But now it's do or die time. They lose this one. Well, Furia have a real opportunity now. It's just building up money in the bank and rounds on the CT side. Well, spray away. It's going to be Grim. He takes down Art in reply to the initial kill. Now it's a 4 versus 4 early on. I love how the battles just ensue immediately into the rounds. Well, Vinny's position. Oh, it's good. And that's going to be the bomb drop in towards the ladder route. Now to push up in towards middle. Caserato with 1. Looking for a second as well. Sniper in towards mid. It's Junior. Just holding this position. Flash at the ready for connector. I'll spray away. There goes Curry taking down Vinny. Fury able to find another, and it's Curry gone. Now it just results in Junior being the last remaining player into the 1 versus 2. Bomb not in his possession. Looking like Furia have picked up another round here. And a heartbreaking time for Triumph because now they've lost control of that economy, right? They're now looking at a scrappy affair where some of them will have some money, some not really enough to get a solid enough buy-in. So, definitely an important round coming up after this. Junior likely to die here, and Yuri will take him down for it. They will obviously be able to purchase, but it's not going to be brilliant. And now that they're actually losing control of this game, Furia is certainly showing up and looking solid. Another slow performance here from Chickzilla, unfortunately. 0, 1, and 7. It's never nice to point out a negative performance, but it's something that's quite evident and now consistent across 2 maps. Tactical points coming in from Triumph. They've used 2 in the last couple now. That's certainly an explanation as to how they're feeling right now. Things have definitely started to heat up. Double up setup on the T side. You don't see that every day. Well, it can work on Mirage. It certainly can. And we'll see if they can make it work here, Triumph. This might be the turning point for them. A big investment. A huge investment. All in towards middle. Flash buying from Spongy. And we're going to drop down in towards middle. 2 players out in towards top mid now. Push coming through from Art. He's going to be the front man with the M4A4. Looking for the kills. The flash goes around the corner. They line up for him. That's 2 kills for Art. And a brilliant start into this round for Furia. So much invested into this round for Triumph. And unfortunately, it's ended in a pretty brutal start to the round. Oh, it's going to be Vinny with another kill. Grim surely was expecting to stay alive there. His team with Alban Palace had good eyes upon them, but just couldn't take the frag. And now it's going to be into a 2v4. The sprint towards the B-bomb site starts. Chickzilla yet to find a kill now. Knife in hand. Oh, pulls the op. Gets caught by Caserado, who's completely ready for it. And the bomb now in the hands of Caserado. Splintered as well here. Curry so far away from his teammate. Chickzilla thinking the B-bomb site's empty, thinking there was going to be no resistance there, and while Curry gets flanked upon, the timing perfect as Art just lurks up, stealthily taking him down. That's 7-2 now as Furia will take the lead convincingly now. If we take a look at what Triumph have, it's not looking so great. They have got themselves a bit of a rut. They could buy a couple of pistols around this. And, you know, Tech 9 armor, smokes, flashes. Could all be rush maybe here, or mid-take. We'll see what they have. Their sleeves. They're going to be going towards this B apartments with quite a lot of players. Furia should be dispelling of this pretty easily. The Tech 9 rush B can certainly be a viable strategy. Quite a bit of damage done, but look at this. Caserado, the nade kill. Oh, Chickzilla. His day's just gone from bad to worse, hasn't it? Just shot down inside of the apartments. Hasn't been having the greatest time. This round, not even able to do anything. Just gets spammed and naded down. And while the flash goes up, Caserado drops the flash. Curry going to fall a second for Caserado as well as he holds on. That's a 3rd kill in the round for him. Just shutting down the apartments push. And there's another one through the smoke. Caserado's got 4. He's looking for every single player now at this point. And while he goes in for the knife, he will land the knife, but not the kill. And while that's a little bit of BM, the confidence is hanging out of Furia right now. They're having a great time. That's all on to Spongy, the last remaining player. What can he hope to do? Yuri coming in from behind. Put an end to him. It's an 8th round on the board here for Furia. Money back in for Triumph thanks to the loss bonus. Big round there from Caserado. Currently 11-2. Furia have not really been struggling in these last few rounds now at this point. Maybe that is time to change as Triumph have another bye. Well, Henny Catches out Grim, trying to walk up towards top connector. Now trying to push in towards the B-bomb side. Spongy walking through. Caserano and Vinny finding kills between them. Leaves Junior and Sheikh Zola into a 2 versus 5. There's a lot required of them here. Vinny able to find one. Caserano as well with another kill. And that is it. Furia 9-2 on the board. Looking good now. Continuing their success. Triumph. It's not a whole lot, unfortunately, in this round either. It's just gotta get a buy round, go back down to that sort of 3.4k to 4.4k average, and just go with a pistol buy, and then get the buy in again, and it's just a negative downturn. You know, they're really having a rough time on the T side at the moment. They did have a lot of success though, when they tried that A-bomb side at the start of the round, start of the game, shall I say? But then Furia kind of hopped onto it and how to play. Now, Art again, just running up top middle, catching out Curry. He's just so aggressive, and he's so good at being aggressive as well. It just must be so difficult to play against. Well, Yuri, there he goes around the back lines. Junior's gonna fall. And that's looking good here for the CT side again. Just every kill coming their way. Finally, the clean sheet prevented. Spongy does get rid of Art. He's going to be looking through the shots, but it's not going to be happening for him. Damage done. Round cleaned up. 10-2. This is the Furia performance many would have been expecting. Again, a good opening, but this time he's answered back too, right? He gets traded effectively. Yuri with the Molotov burns away, but it's a 3 versus 3. No, Sheikh Zola runs out of ammo. Another heartbreaking moment for Sheikh Zola. I feel like we could just put a compilation together right now of like all the moments Sheikh Zola has just been dealt a bad hand and just kind of play sad music over it, because this has happened so often for him in this game. Fury just want this to get over and done with, don't they? Look where they are at the CT side at the start of the rounds. They're just everywhere. Henny just sitting waiting on the smoke. He's going to catch Junior walking by. 11-2 as we head into the next round. And oh, this is brutal, I have to say. Triumph are just getting absolutely toyed with right now. Fury loving the aggression. Absolutely no reply coming in from Triumph, unfortunately. Galas with 6 billion viewers. Now that is a statistic, Starship. Well, Grim and Curry taking the frags, and now 2-man advantage in play for Triumph towards the end of this half. This might just be the turnaround they need. They get these last 2 on the board. That would be very impressive for them. Almost put them into a somewhat respectable position. You know, they could get a few more rounds if you win the pistol in the second half. And I think at this point, it probably is all about getting enough rounds to make the scoreline look respectable. Furia are looking very comfortable here on Mirage. Sheikh Zola getting another kill here. He's starting to wake up a little bit more now. He eventually will fall to the auto sniper of Art. Unfortunately, didn't really get to do a whole lot in this round. They would have liked to have seen that do some more. And well, they know what Art's got in his hands, right? So they're expecting that for the next round. I think I'll try and get rid of it. They don't want him to have that gun into this next one. And while Junior going forward with the MAC-10. Oh, there it is. It's gone. Perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. But he can buy another one. 16k on Henny. Absolutely no money issues. Caserado tosses that auto sniper. Over to Art now, 16-6, having an absolute blinder of a game. The thing is with Art, he's very aggressive, but on Inferno he was often traded, right? But On Mirage here, he hasn't been traded at all. So he's been able to just stay aggressive, and they haven't really gotten rid of him. So he's just been having so much fun. Slower approach this time. Furia not even getting aggressive. Interesting. A little change in pace. Triumph have actually been able to play the start of the round out. Heading their way up connector. Under a minute now in play. Another push from Triumph with 5 players alive coming in through and towards the A bomb side. But oh, of course, look at this position. He gets one. Only the one on the auto sniper though. Where do they go with this? Curry's starting to come out of the palace area now. Looking down in towards the bomb side. That's the bomb gone. Oh, huge play. Vinny getting a double. There we go. A triple to seal the deal at the half. It's 12-3. 12 rounds posted by Furia at the half. Triumph have a very long road back into it. One with too many obstacles. I don't know if they're going to make it. It's time for a break. Join us after to find out.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ESL Pro League Season 12 North American Qualifier. We've got ourselves Furia taking on Triumph here, and it's looking like Furia might just close out this series. It's been a best of 3 that's gone all 3 maps. Triumph upsetting on the first one, taking it, overpassing. Quite an impressive, with quite an impressive performance. Sorry, it is late here in Europe. My brain has just farted after quite a few maps I've casted today. So Junior casting away 2 kills onto Vinny and Yuri. Now the push coming through. Art looking for success, but the push coming through now from Triumph. They need this pistol win, and now they're coming down through CT. Furia somehow, though, have got out into towards middle, and Spongy's heard this. Here's the clicks of the Glocks and the feet as well, and he's going to get himself a double. Henny with the drop, and there we go. 12-4. All 5 players stay alive for Triumph into this pistol round, and they desperately needed this. It's all about making this scoreline look respectable. At the moment, it's hard to see a world in which it's even possible for Triumph to pull this all the way back. And as optimistic as you may be, yes, you can always argue there is always a possibility in Counter-Strike, but right now it's highly, highly unlikely. Well, 2k in the bank for Furia. Obviously not enough to get a bomb plant. Didn't get the bomb plant, so not enough to force buy into this next round. So it is going to be an easy round coming in here from Triumph. I think a small note to pick up on here is Junior only has a P250. Has a good read of what's coming up, so he wants to save as much cash as possible to get that AWP out as soon as he can. And that's important because you can't really be wasting rounds at this point. Triumph are in a desperate position. Art going to catch out Junior. 3 versus 4. Just the MP9's in play here for Triumph. And Art is going to walk forward. Shikzilla having a great time, padding their stats a little bit. Getting the eco kills, getting the money in the bank. Well, Keserado's going to fall. Good kill from Curry, and now it's just Yuri left into the 1 versus 3. And Shikzilla will take down Yuri. Another round added to the collection of Triumph. Well, Sheikh Zealot taking Art down. That's a good opening kill coming in from Triumph. Now 4 players stay alive here for Fury, but still a good start for Triumph coming into this gun round. They need this good start. Now walking forward, it's going to be Junior. Looking for the pick. Takes down Henny. Now the push coming around the backside. It's going to be a 2-man advantage in play here from Triumph. Now Furia down 2 players, recovering over towards the B side of things. Smoke is going to go down in towards the B bomb site. Flash at the ready as well. Yuri down in towards short. Chigzella has the angle, and that's going to be a good kill. He's really starting to rack these kills up now. Important time to show up. Vinny catches one as he dives through and towards the B bomb site. Chigzella under pressure. So many angles to be worried about, but he's still going to find the kill. Recovers well. This is a big 3k from him. And his teammates backing him up as well. Chigzella, he's finally going to fall. But a good round coming in here from Triumph. The 6th added to the collection. They are halfway there. They're pulling this back. And some say they might be living on a pro. Furia investing into this is going to be the pistols. And now the push comes through. It's going to be Curry holding on. The lineup is going to be that 1 kill. And while Henny comes in with a P250, Curry going to go down. And now Junior holding on for the players running out of palace. Henny going to get down. And Junior there for another kill. Yuri on him. Looking for a tad more. Caserano is back here in the middle of the bomb site. Art with a good shot through the box. And now an 8k recovered. Caserano gets past. They don't take the shot. Well, they do, but doesn't land. Now Caserano back towards Tetris. He does have an opportunity to do a little bit of damage here. Has got the Kevlar as well. Triumph, you definitely have to provide a little bit more respect here. Yeah, Serrano just swings from the Tetris, finds one. Luckily, Junior was quick on the AWP, but now it's a 1 versus 1. Art's made it to the B bomb site. That's huge. Yeah, Serrano just buys so much time for his teammate to get to the other end of the map. And now with the bomb planted, Art can definitely make this happen. Deagle against the AWP, though. Bit of an issue at long range. And while Art is just not going to take those long range fights, stays inside the site around these walls, And because of the low health from Junior, one body shot is going to be enough to take him down here. Art could win this for Furia. They could be seeing a 13th round. And Art, it's down to the timing. Does take 2 shots, but Art makes it happen. And it's going to be 13-6. Furia, what a round to win. Just not expected at all, but they pull it off. And now they're only 3 away from victory in this series. Triumph sitting on 6 rounds. What a terrible time for them to crumble that way. Now Furia going for the tactical timeout, letting this sink in a little bit, talking about what they want to do in these next upcoming rounds. And Triumph, their money is in a weird spot right now. A couple of players certainly can purchase. A couple of them on double eco, so we're probably going to see the buy here from Triumph. All players at the B bomb site. Just one over here on A. That's Curry right now. He's going to be tagged. It's going to take him away early on into the round. Now it's looking like a 14th round, almost confirmed here for Furia. Triumph decide not to invest into this. Again, the winner of this matchup qualifies for ESL Pro League Season 12. So very important few rounds coming up here. Furia obviously coming into this tournament with basically the team everybody was expecting to walk away with the spot, but Triumph now trying to fight back. Trying to get themselves in a position where they can take that spot. It would be huge for these players. And unfortunately, it's not looking like it's going to be their day. But, well, it's certainly a good sign seeing this team come up. And they're so impressive. And they've really started to rack up results now that if they stick together, they certainly will be getting this spot at some point, right? It's hard to see them not. Seems like they are next in line at the moment. Junior just sitting back with the USP now. That's really blur. Furia with the 14th round on the board. We see a buy come into the next round here for Triumph. Well, Caserado beyond the Molotov that's now spreading to the back of him. Flash up into the apartments. Furia now back with the AK-47s. Towards underpass, a couple of players walk. Caserado moving forward. Furia sending players to the underpass. Yuri now looking in towards the window. Molotov clearing the right side. Henny going for the shot. Shigzola's going to fall. Now 20 HP left on him. Push comes up in towards the B-bomb side. Running down short. It's going to be Art with a headshot. Pressure now mounting here for the CT side to try and hold on, but it's not looking good. Grim does manage 1 kill, but he will fall. Yuri coming in with another frag. It's 2 picks out for him. Junior with a headshot, and it's all onto Junior now with the AWP. 1 versus 3. Furia are going to be heading to map and series point. And just one more round will confirm Furia a spot in ESL Pro League Season 12. Junior saving the op to at least have something in this next round for Triumph, but they're really going to be scraping the bottom of the barrel moving into this next round here. Furia in prime position, primed and ready. to take the spot in ESL Pro League next season. Furia walks forward. Oh no, it's Art actually. Jacosi by Junior has no idea. There we go. Art had no idea of Junior's position, and he does fall 15-6 as we move into possibly the last round of this best of 3. It's been a long battle. Triumph taking the first map, fighting back on the second was Furia, and now a dominant performance on Mirage. This might just be the conclusion of this best of 3. And Furia, they're a team that people are going to have eyes on. A team that in the next season of Pro League, they're going to do some damage, that's for sure. That's all but looking confirmed at this point. Triumph. Can they do anything? Can they stand between Furia and that winning spot? As they move forward, it's going to be Art in towards the underpass. Looks up to the window. No one up there taking a fight straight away here. Art throwing the smoke up towards top con. Furia being methodical. They know everything lies on this round now. Their spot is just a few moments away, and it's going to be Art with a headshot. Catches out Grim. Opens things up, and now they move through on towards the bomb site. Smoke deploys another kill, this time on Curry. Gonna check the right side. Looks for a little bit more here as Junior's far back. It's Serrano with a kill, and it's now only Spongy. One more kill, and Furia are going to Pro League. And it's just Spongy, the last remaining player. Damage done. Vinny gets rid of him, and there it is. A Furia heading to Pro League. They will take the spot here. A valiant effort from Triumph, I have to say. Impressive performance on map number 1. This team have a bright future. I'm sure we'll be seeing them in one of the future seasons of Pro League. And Furia, well, I'm excited to see what they can do next season. I think they're going to be a very exciting team in Pro League. I think they're going to do a lot of damage, and it's going to be fun to watch, that's for sure. But thank you very much for everybody who tuned in this evening or tonight or whatever time it is where you guys are. And if you're in Europe, it's very, very late indeed. So thank you very much for all tuning in. If you're interested in following my Twitter, it is, if you do exclamation point casters in chat, you can open up that. It's Dinko TV. So thank you very much for following, and we'll see you guys hopefully in another broadcast. In the next coming days, you've got plenty of Counter-Strike coming up.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to CS.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Charge up your game with excitement. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG Bet.
I was running road so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Is it such a ghostly revelation? I may have fucked up all my chances.
And we ain't sleeping on the floor again. We never sleeping on the floor again. For the ones who didn't make it out, for the ones that didn't see the life, for the ones that never cared, never gave a thought, found no happiness in that brand new car or the house you bought. I see you talking about the love you lost, and it was gone like way before you ever thought it was. Yeah, I took my time, no quick ones, quick run, quick gas to get back there. Hot roads, I didn't think I'd come back fast, cause
I was running road so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Is it such a ghostly revelation? I may have fucked up all my chances.
It's easy, it's hard to preach, cause I've been burning trees and watching fall. If we cannot breathe out, we go forward. Sure, I was searching for cure, fishing a little wildlife, and when I'm low on fuel, I'll still be running till my back broke. Halfway, lost hope and I checked it. Hard roads, I didn't think I'd come back fast, cause I was running roads so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red.
But you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end but the road, and you won't even get it. Been around the globe, looked around, not fit it. Seen high and lows, but you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end but the road.
I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I call the shots in the man with the plot and we only go bombs away. Ain't no one protecting my mind as a weapon, that's why I'ma dominate. Taking advantage of every second, now I ain't got time to waste. They all tryna sign my name, they want me to sign my name. Counting your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stop till I finish. Yeah. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I'm savage, you've been distracted, your best my average, there's a reason for that's a fact. So they snapping back, mad at the fact that I don't have a backup plan, I ain't need that. Outworking everybody when I relax, so I ain't tripping about none of y'all feedback. Heard that, wonder when I'm gonna peak at. And that's why you count your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stop till I finish. Yeah. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the